Chapter 76. This moment. The vast land of America where the Eagle Country is located. He was directly struck by a terrifying lightsaber and cut in half. This was just a casual blow from Lin Meng. Even the immortal slash was not attached to this lightsaber strike. Otherwise, this land of America, cut in half, will have a terrifying abyss that is difficult to heal and is deep and boundless. Because it does not come with the immortal slash feature. So, when Lin Meng's casual lightsaber slash ended, the torn American land seemed to have stopped for a moment. Immediately afterwards, on both sides of the continent, the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean, a large amount of seawater flowed back into this terrifying abyss sword mark. This shocking scene was seen by a country with surveillance satellites in the world of one person. Suddenly, the officials of these countries and the people in power of various forces who knew about it were so frightened that their faces turned pale and their souls were gone. This kind of power cannot be resisted by non-human beings. As for mushroom bombs at this moment, looking at the 3 Black Hawk fighter jets loaded with mushroom bombs that were easily stagnated in mid-air by Lin Meng, everyone understood that the mushroom bombs had no chance of getting close in front of such an existence. Huguo, inside the control room of Nadutong headquarters. No, definitely don't mess with me. Damn it, Eagle Country is doomed now. This kind of power is too terrifying, it's really like a fairy. This is a god walking on earth and cannot be offended. 08 Through the surveillance satellite, all the directors and district heads who witnessed this scene were all shocked. After being frightened, they instantly started talking in a variety of ways. The core idea of a euro these people is only one, and that is that China must not provoke this fairy-like figure. Eagle Country had already tested it in advance, and the entire country was instantly cut in half. This was the best warning target. Crossing the river by feeling the Eagle Country is a specialty of people like China. We still don't know what this Taoist ancestor's attitude is towards us. If we don't find out, I won't be able to sleep. A Chinese official said with a worried expression. Hey, Yingguo has tested it in advance, let's not act rashly again. This is Daezu. How can we mortals guess his thoughts? Some people in the monitoring room said. Now, after truly seeing Lin Meng's powerful strength that can destroy a country with just a wave of his hand, these powerful people in China have all called him Daezu. The respect of this account. Even now they have not had any communication or contact with Lin Meng. But facing the existence of destroying the country with a wave of his hand, Wen can easily crush them. Without any reminder at all, these people consciously showed the necessary respect. Old Master, is this kind of power really achievable by human power? Zhao Fangxiu, the chairman of Nadutong, was chatting quietly with the Heavenly Master next to him. At this moment, he was still thinking about the sword light that split the entire Eagle Kingdom. Alas, this is already God's calendar a I don't a Euro trademark T know how this Taoist ancestor cultivated to such an inhuman level. The Heavenly Master was also shocked by Lin Meng's ability to destroy a country with a sword, and replied with a shocked tone. At the age of 100 years, he has also practiced as a Heavenly Master, and has now reached the level of strength that he can stand alone in the alien world. But compared with Lin Meng, who can destroy a country with a wave of his hand, the gap is as bright as a bright moon and a firefly. But correspondingly, Lin Meng's display of strength allowed Master Tian to see a higher level of strength. The old Heavenly Master, who was originally at the pinnacle of the one-man world and had no way to advance, faced the great power displayed by Lin Meng, but he did not have any desire in his heart. Holy shit, Sister Baoer, did you see it? Destroying a country with just a wave of your hand, and it's an overlord like Eagle Country. This is too pervert. Zhang Hulan, who sneaked in, looked at the chopped up land of Eagle Country in the surveillance screen and said in shock. There is someone who has such great power. Compared with it, what are the origins of Chi Ti, one of his 8 miracles, and Sister Baoer's immortal physique? It's too fierce, it's too fierce. Feng Bao's wise eyes also showed a look of shock at this moment. Not only Huaguo and Nadu are connected. Many countries on the European continent, as well as the magical world. After learning about the situation in Eagle Country, I was also horrified when faced with the figure sitting cross-legged in the sky. And soon, the land where the Eagle Kingdom is located was cut in half with a sword. Events and scenes of an abyss across the middle of the continent were spread throughout the world instantly through the internet. Damn it, is there another blockbuster released in Eagle Country? This is a clip from that blockbuster. It's so real. Bullshit blockbuster, this is what is really happening in Eagle Country now. Are you kidding me? Wasn't the Eagle Country fine just now? Why did it suddenly become like this? Internal news, I heard that Yingguo provoked a terrifying god-like existence and was punished. Am I still awake? Isn't our world an ordinary world? Wake up, this is reality, the world is going to change. I heard that there have always been people with superpowers called aliens, but I didn't expect that these aliens could be so powerful. My brother is the alien. He said that this cannot be the power of the alien. The alien can't even resist the robbery. That's right, if aliens were really that strong, our country would rule the world. All over the world, ordinary people who were still blind and ignorant finally knew about it at this moment. There are actually extraordinary powers in this world, and there are powerful people who can destroy countries with a sword. At the same time, stories about strange people from China, superpowers from Eagle Country, magic from Europe, and other extraordinary abilities spread quickly on the internet. Because of the existence of the terrifying abyss sword marks across the middle of the Eagle Kingdom, even if the officials of various countries wanted to block the spread of this information, they could not. The Eagle Kingdom was destroyed because the Black Palace was struck by a lightsaber. He suffered another slashing attack that split the country. The whole country suddenly fell into chaos. But facing the terrifying existence of Lin Meng, all the forces in the Eagle Country quickly reached a preliminary agreement and re-elected the leader of the Eagle Country. At the same time, they began to discuss how to face the terrifying existence of Lin Meng. Some crazy people are clamoring for revenge and to make Lin Meng, a visitor from another world, look good. However, these crazy people soon shot themselves in the back. The people in charge of the Eagle Kingdom, who had regained their senses, no longer wanted to provoke a being like Lin Meng who would destroy the country with a wave of his hand. The Great Eagle Kingdom cannot withstand the second lightsaber attack. And at this moment, Lin Meng waved his hand and focused his lightsaber to strike, teaching Eagle Country a lesson. At the same time, he showed his strength and stood behind the entire one-man world. He looked at the 3 Black Hawk fighter jets loaded with mushroom bombs that were controlled by his power and stagnated in mid-air. Mushroom bombs! Lin Meng whispered, waved his hand, and all the mushroom bombs loaded on the Black Shadow fighter jet appeared in his hands. The 3 Black Hawk fighter jets were thrown directly to the sea below by him. Of course, being sleepy will not embarrass the pilots on the Black fighter jets. A few ordinary people are simply not worth letting him take action. As for whether the pilots on the 3 Black Hawk fighter jets would be saved in the future, that was none of his business. He didn't care about the fighter jet being thrown down. Lin Meng looked at the mushroom bomb in his hand. Of course he understood the mushroom bomb, which was the ultimate manifestation of the destructive weapon of human technological civilization in modern society. It has the power to destroy human beings themselves. Looking at the mushroom bomb in his hand, Lin Meng sensed its structure and other information. You have analyzed and understood mushroom bombs, you have had an epiphany, you have understood nuclear explosions and radiation contamination. A Euro-nuclear explosion technique. Mushroom bomb manufacturing materials can be condensed directly from seawater to create mushroom bombs, which can be detonated at any time to cause a powerful nuclear explosion attack. Radiation pollution technique. By condensing 123 mushroom bomb manufacturing materials, it can be used to create long-lasting radiation pollution in the October area. For a moment, Lin Meng learned 2 secret techniques related to the mushroom bomb in his hand. Alas, technological civilization has not broken through the level of planetary civilization. Even mushroom bombs are only as powerful as this. Lin Meng sighed lightly. For him, the secret technique he learned from mushroom bombs was tasteless and was a pity to throw away. If it is a creation of a more advanced technological civilization, it may be able to give him more inspiration and comprehend stronger mystical abilities. However, when Lin Meng came to the one-person world, his goal was to have a population of more than 8 billion in the one-person world, not this technological creation. Lin Meng thought for a while, thinking about how to preach in a world of one person. Laws of the mind. Soon, he thought of the spiritual law he had just perfected, and had an idea in his mind. This time, Lin Meng decided to directly imprint the martial arts information he created into the hearts of all living beings in the world of one person through spiritual power. At the same time, Lin Meng also decided to incorporate the laws of the mind into his law soul. Something is on my mind. Lin Meng's eyes sparkled with wisdom. The perfect spiritual law is accommodated by the law soul sitting cross-legged and in the soul library. When the laws of the mind are accommodated into Lin Meng's law soul, they begin to revolve around the main core law, the law of wisdom, like satellites orbiting a star. You understand the laws of the soul, you have an epiphany, you understand the method of imprinting the souls of all living beings. A Euro method of imprinting on the minds of all living beings. You can directly imprint what you think on the minds of all living beings. When the law soul accommodates the laws of the mind, Lin Meng's mind moved and he naturally understood the preaching method he had thought of before. The method of imprinting the souls of all living beings. A Euro with this method, it will be much easier to preach to the world in the future. Lin Meng whispered. Then the perception sweeps towards this one-person world to check the current world situation. Chapter 77. When Lin Meng carefully explores the world of one person, feel some differences in the world of one person. Especially the ocean near the island country is full of resentment of natural life. At the same time, many fish, seagrass, and other natural life forms in the nearby sea have undergone weird distortions. It's easy to overlook some if you don't explore carefully. However, because Lin Meng plans to preach to the world in one person. So before that, we conducted a detailed perceptual exploration of the world of one person. Only then did we discover these abnormalities in the waters near the island country. In addition to the island, there is a similar situation in the waters near the Eagle Kingdom, which was previously split apart by his sword. Lin Meng gives a little perceptual analysis. It can be found that these ocean areas are full of various types of nuclear radiation pollution. The radiation of these pollutions caused the animals and plants in the ocean to undergo distorted upgrades, leading to the accumulation of resentment. Lin Meng made some calculations and came to a clear understanding. There is an existence with extraordinary power like a foreigner, although the level of extraordinary is not high. However, this also makes the one-person world not a purely technological urban world after all. Therefore, in the world of one person, in addition to strangers, there are also some mysterious forces in nature. Therefore, if island countries discharge nuclear pollution into the ocean, it will cause pollution and distortion to natural life, causing the resentment of these creatures to become upgraded or even die due to pollution distortion. If these accumulated resentments are not dealt with properly, then, sooner or later, these accumulated resentments will find a carrier for revenge. Then take revenge on the entire human civilization in the one-man world. Is that so? Lin Meng whispered. He clearly understood that the current situation in the world of one person would be very difficult if it continued to develop. If he preaches to the world again, one person will be promoted to the world. Then, the mysterious power of nature in the human world will greatly increase. When the time comes, the power of these accumulated resentments will even give birth to a world-destroying demon king. This is like the accumulated negative emotions in the virtual world created by Lin Meng. If not handled properly, these accumulated negative emotions will destroy the virtual world. To this end, Lin Meng specially separated the accumulated negative emotions and created the Seven Sins Demon King to specifically deal with the accumulated negative emotions in the virtual world and Tao realm. And now, Lin Meng is also preparing to create a one-man world specifically responsible for cleaning up the resentment of these natural beings caused by human civilization. Previously, I had sensed and explored the entire world of one person. Lin Meng has learned that the world's population is approximately 8.7 billion. With such a huge population, after he spreads the word to the world and everyone practices his cultivation method, what a huge amount of cultivation energy will be fed back to him. So Lin Meng doesn't want his world to be destroyed by these problems. However, in the virtual world he created with his own hands, all the accumulated negative emotions are within his control. So it can be handled easily. But one person's world is different. This is the real world after all. It is not easy to deal with these resentments accumulated by natural life in a safe way. And Lin Meng has no intention of wiping the butt of these messy countries in the world of one person. Lin Meng just doesn't want the world to be destroyed by himself. What's more, it is also his philosophy that every injustice has its owner and every debt has its owner. Looking towards the ocean surrounding the island nation. With a thought, Lin Meng realized that he was at the end of the deep sea, where the power of massive nuclear radiation and the power of resentment against natural life converge. Here, there is an embryo of deep-sea fish life, gestating. This is the vehicle for future revenge found by the power of resentment. Lin Meng thought. Various forces such as information radiation, contract imprinting, and spiritual imprinting invaded this fish embryo. This fish embryo is modified from the genetic level. At the same time, he put his own brand on it and completely controlled the life of this fish. At the door of truth, the power of the law of creation emerges, although the law of creation is not yet complete. But with the promotion of the gate of truth, it has now reached 67% perfection. Enough for one use. So, Lin Meng used the power of the law of creation again. This nuclear irradiated fish embryo has been modified. Since it is an island country that suffers from nuclear radiation and pollution, how can Godzilla be left out? Looking at the modified fish embryos, Lin Meng smiled. This fish embryo will hatch soon, grow rapidly in the nuclear radiation, and transform into a nuclear Godzilla. From now on, this nuclear explosion Godzilla will be responsible for dealing with the accumulated resentment of natural life caused by human civilization in the world of one man. Whenever the power of resentment accumulates to a certain extent, this nuclear explosion Godzilla will exact revenge on the regions and countries that have caused resentment. Vent some of the unmanageable resentment through revenge. In this way, resentment will not accumulate until it reaches the point of destroying the world. Moreover, in Lin Meng Euro trademark's opinion, every wrongdoer has his own debtor, and this method of retribution between cause and effect is the most reasonable one at present. At the same time, there is the threat of nuking Godzilla. In order to survive, the entire human civilization in the world of one person can only be deeply bound to the cultivation method he preached. What is he doing? According to analysis, this Taoist ancestor is looking in the direction of the island country. Island country? Is there anything about the island country that attracts Daezu? Damn it, I had such bad luck when I was young, and I ended up being favored by Dao ancestor. Activate the secret forces lurking in the island country. We must know what exactly is in the island country that can actually attract the attention of Daezu, In Huiguo, in the monitoring room of Matrix Network, the relevant persons in charge and the directors of Matrix Network have been paying attention to Lin Meng's every move on the screen. Originally, they thought that this cross-border Taoist ancestor did not know about high technology and did not notice the surveillance satellite detection. But later, as Lin Meng showed the strength to destroy the country with a sword, and the inadvertent glance before, everyone understood that Daezu had long discovered their observations. I just don't care. Or Daezu had other ideas. As for what Daezu thought, they felt it was better not to speculate too much. At this time, he noticed that Lin Meng was looking in one place, and through the calculation and analysis of the data analyst, he found out that Zio was looking at the queen of the island country. In the Nadutong surveillance room, a group of people were suddenly shocked. They didn't understand why Daezu paid attention to a small island country. Could it be that this island country was favored by the Tao ancestor? Or, is there anything in the island that attracts Daezu? Or a euro? At this moment, ETA Euro trademark S not just China. Countries with surveillance satellites such as Yingguo and Yuguo have also speculated about what the island country has that can attract Daezu's attention. There is no way, Daezu, who has the power to destroy the country with a wave of his hand, has become stronger. In the eyes of those in power in these countries, Daezu is an irresistible existence. Facing this kind of existence, we must pay close attention at all times before we understand its attitude. And in the face of Daezu's every move, a large number of experts in related fields must be summoned to analyze and interpret it. No detail can be missed. The fish embryo has been transformed. After creating a nuclear blast Godzilla specifically to deal with the resentment of natural life in the world of one person, Lin Meng thought for a moment. I felt that I was a bit too petty for a human being who only preached in a one-man world. This time, I plan to preach to all living beings in the entire one-man world. Set off a spiritual revival, an extraordinary dawn. You review your own practice experience, understand the original martial arts, and combine it with information related to the evolution of life. You have an epiphany, and you understand the evolution of martial arts. A Euro martial arts evolution method. Through the evolutionary method of martial arts practice, human beings and all natural spirits will transform into an evolutionary method suitable for them according to their own shapes after practicing. Note, the strength of martial arts evolution method is divided into Foundation Building Realm, First Level, Fighting 10, Second Level, Breaking 1000, Third Level, 10,000 Enemies, Fourth Level, Destroying City, Fifth Level, Destroying Island. Source Dan Realm, 9 lines and 9 levels. You need the pill-breaking method to break through. Soon, Lin Meng reviewed his practice experience and combined the original martial arts with the evolution of life. Create a more adaptable martial arts evolution method. And the martial arts realm has evolved a plan to make it look more concise and clear. Of course, like the Haki martial arts spread in the pirate world, half of the results of each practice of the martial arts evolution method need to be fed back to Lin Meng. Moreover, the new martial arts evolution method is not only taught to the world of one person. In the future, any world that Lin Meng thinks can be used as a fertile land for preaching will spread the martial arts evolution method. After completing the creation of the martial arts evolution method, Lin Meng sat cross-legged in the void, closing his eyes and feeling. For a moment, his perception covered the entire world. Lin Meng thought. The method of imprinting the minds of all living beings was used. At the same time, Lin Meng specially set up an image for himself that will be imprinted on the hearts of all living beings. With his back to all sentient beings, his figure is emitting bright golden light, the great vase is suspended above his head, and the door of truth is floating beside him. Lin Meng's branded image also carries the power of information radiation. In the hearts of all living beings, anyone who is imprinted with the image of Lin Meng will receive information about the evolution of martial arts through the radiation of the information on the imprint. After completing the brand image design, Lin Meng slowly opened his eyes. At this moment, anyone watching Lin Meng's picture through the surveillance satellite felt as if they were looking up at a great being. At this time, I am Lin Meng, the ancestor of martial arts. Now that I feel that martial arts in this world are not flourishing, all living beings are suffering, and there is no hope of immortality, I should open a path for this world and teach the evolution of martial arts to all living beings. 217 No matter race, no matter good or evil, no matter high or low, no matter strong or weak, everyone can practice the martial arts evolution method I created, Wang Hozeo. Lin Meng's voice sounded in the hearts of all living beings in the entire one-man world. At the same time, Lin Meng turned his back to all living beings, and the mark on his back that emitted bright golden light also appeared in the hearts of all living beings. The way to evolve martial arts to build a stronger body. The martial arts evolution method is a way to improve the essence of life. Training methods such as physical combat skills in the martial arts evolution method. Cultivation methods such as perception, defense, and courage in the martial arts evolution method. And the classification of martial arts strength in the martial arts evolution method. All living beings who feel the imprint of Dao ancestors back at this moment. No matter race, no matter good or evil, no matter high or low, no matter strong or weak, everyone will be treated equally. From the mark on the back of the Taoist ancestors, the information of the evolutionary method of martial arts can be understood. These a euro. Did you hear the sound just now? Don't talk, close your eyes and feel carefully. This is a great opportunity for Taoist ancestors to preach. What 8 magical skills are nothing compared to the martial arts evolution method taught by Dao Ziu. Dazu came across the border. It turned out that he was preaching to the world and opening up paths for all living beings. Dazu is so kind. In the Huguo headquarters, a group of people gathered in the control room. At this moment, everyone closed their eyes and carefully understood the imprint of Dao ancestors back on their hearts. From it, I can understand the information about the evolution of martial arts. When some people realized the imprinted information, they even roared excitedly, thanking Tao ancestor for his kindness in preaching. Chapter 78. Martial Arts Evolution Method. Compared with the martial arts evolution method taught by Dao ancestor, the origin of Qi body and the 8 wonders of skills are all bullshit. In the corner, Zhang Hulan felt the Qi in his body transforming into martial arts evolution, feeling the power in it, bursting into tears and excited. Because Grandpa Zhang Huai possesses the source of Qi Ti, one of the 8 unique skills that led to the Jiashan rebellion. As a result, Zhang Hulan, one of the 8 miracles and the successor of Qi Ti Yuan, had previously kept a low profile and remained anonymous. But in the end, he still couldn't resist the exploration of those who coveted the 8 wonders. In the end, he was recruited into Nadatong Company by Su Sangsu Si, the person in charge of North China, and gained some protection. But Zhang Hulan always understood. Those who secretly covet the 8 wonders. It is absolutely impossible to let him go easily just because he knows the company everywhere. Therefore, Zhang Hulan has been thinking about how to save himself. But now, as Dazu preached to all sentient beings, Zhang Hulan suddenly made a surprise discovery. Maybe he no longer needs to think about how to face those enemies who secretly covet him because of his status as the 8 wonders. Because the martial arts evolution method taught by Dazu was far stronger than the so-called 8 wonders in his opinion. The 8 wonders are just created by mortals. At most, they have the opportunity to be close to immortals and have some special abilities. But the martial arts evolution method taught by Dazu in the world is the real method of immortals and gods. In Zhang Hulan's view, there are immortal methods that are spread all over the world, so don't practice them. If he still comes here to seek the 8 magical skills created by mortals, this person must have something wrong with his brain. In fact, it's not just Zhang Hulan who thinks this way. At this moment, in the world of one person, all the creatures who sensed the imprint of Lin Meng's figure in their hearts, and understood the evolutionary method of martial arts from it, all believed that the method passed down by the Taoist ancestors must be the method of immortals and gods. Some strangers who originally had cultivation methods directly switched to the martial arts evolution method. Huguo, in Baihu village. Ma Xianhong felt the mark in his heart that the Taoist turned his back on all living beings, and after a moment, he sighed. Taoist ancestors are immortals and gods, and I am not as good as them. Originally, Ma Xianhong only wanted to give ordinary people the opportunity to transform into human beings through the refining self-cultivation furnace. But he also understood that his behavior would not be tolerated by anyone in power in any 133 country. Because, before Dazu preached to the world. In a world of one person, the ratio of strangers to ordinary people has the so-called red line of population ratio. Once the ratio of aliens and ordinary people exceeds the population ratio red line of 1/50,000, then the possibility of ordinary people becoming aware of the existence of aliens on a large scale will be greatly increased. At that time, the two groups, aliens and ordinary people, are very likely to conflict. The fierce conflict between ordinary people and strangers will eventually lead to chaos in the world. Therefore, the self-cultivation furnace refined by Ma Xianhong will be a source of chaos. But now, Dazu preached to the world. The martial arts evolution method was passed on to all living beings in the entire world without discrimination. In human society alone, regardless of national boundaries or race, everyone will obtain the martial arts evolution method. In this way, everyone is a practitioner of the martial arts evolution method, and there will be no two possible opposing groups such as aliens and ordinary people. Tao Ancestor, martial arts evolution method, has this world finally become more interesting? Zhuqing, who was staying in Baihu village, woke up from comprehending the Taoist brand in his heart, squinted his eyes, looked at the sky, and thought to himself. Dazu, preach to the world. This is really a big deal that can change the world. However, it has nothing to do with the trail. Well, that's not true. After the martial arts evolution method spreads, the Feng Kaokuman of Xiaodao may be eliminated. Ha ha ha, that's interesting too. This wave has inherited Daozu's love, but a big shot like Daozu probably doesn't care. Wang Yat, a young Taoist priest who had just returned to secular life, sighed with a piece of grass in his mouth. At the same time, Wang Yat, like Zhang Hulan, felt inexplicably relieved because he no longer had to worry about the identity of the successor of the 8 wonders. Holy shit, what's wrong with this world? Why did the world suddenly become unrecognizable in one day, but Master Daezu's back is so great? Daezu must be very handsome. I just felt the back of Daezu and got wet. FK, where did this evildoer come from? He dared to blaspheme Tao ancestor like this. If you go ahead, this BCH will definitely ruin Tao ancestor's impression of us. I actually understood Daezu's martial arts evolution method. Ha ha ha, I am indeed the protagonist. From now on, I will see who dares to speak loudly to me. Stop dreaming, wake up and move bricks quickly. After practicing the martial arts evolution method, you will definitely be able to move a few more bricks. The martial arts evolution method is so powerful. It is thousands of times stronger than the alien technique I practice. According to the martial arts evolution method, I am only at the first level now. This is too weak. As Lin Meng spreads around the world, his majestic figure for all sentient beings will be imprinted in the hearts of all sentient beings. In an instant, the martial arts evolution method spread throughout the entire one-man world. This time, Ida Euro trademark S not just preaching to humans in a one-man world. The animals and plants in the world of one person have also received the Taoist brand and experienced the martial arts process. Although many animals and plants have low IQs and are confused, they can still initially practice the evolutionary method of martial arts simply by relying on instinctive perception. In the future, when these animal and plant martial arts evolution methods become stronger, IQ will be improved, and it will even be possible to become a demon clan in the future. Of course, Lin Meng doesn't care whether the demon clan appears or not. Now the world is over for one preacher. Lin Meng had a premonition that the time for his harvest had come. As this preaching in the form of imprinting the souls of sentient beings came to an end, the martial arts evolution method instantly covers the entire one-man world. At this moment, in the world of one person, Lin Meng is already the source of martial arts in the entire world. He also has preliminary control over the world of one person. At this time, Lin Meng clearly felt that the world of one person started a world promotion after he preached. Lin Meng thought. The mental perspective actively follows the promotion of one person's world, reaches a higher dimension, and once again observes the ocean of nothingness. At this moment, from Lin Meng's mental perspective, the world of one person gradually rose to a higher level from the bottom of the ocean of nothingness. It was as if half of the world had risen to the surface of the ocean of nothingness. Of course, by analyzing the space fragments of the Lord God, Lin Meng knows that the ocean of nothingness seen from these mental perspectives is just a scene according to his understanding. In fact, the ocean of nothingness is a place of boundless chaos with no distinction between up, down, left and right. However, because it is observed by a life, it takes on different shapes according to the understanding of that life. Such is the shape of the ocean of nothingness seen from Lin Meng's mental perspective. And some beings, after observation, will see a vast illusory world tree, with countless worlds rising and falling on the world tree. There are also some lives, after observation, you will see a sea of a euro flowers, and on each petal, there is a world ups and downs. Different lives see different scenes because of their different understandings and cognitions. Lin Meng's understanding is the ocean of emptiness, so what he sees is a sea of a euro emptiness. The surface of the sea is a dividing line, AI, and below the ocean of nothingness is a world that comes and goes in an instant. Above the ocean of nothingness is Shizi, who has been slightly freed from the fate of birth and death for a moment, and is constantly advancing towards higher levels. Nowadays, the world of one person has completed a promotion after he preached, and half of the world has emerged from the sea, initially getting rid of the fate of life and death in a moment. Lin Meng observes from the perspective of his mind on the ocean of nothingness. This time, he didn't see any time-traveling monsters like the nightmare space that could wander in the virtual sea. Pirate world, well, this is it. Lin Meng's mental perspective is looking for the pirate world on the ocean of nothingness. Because he has a close connection with the pirate world. So I quickly sensed the location of the pirate world on the void ocean. Hey, what's going on in this world? After finding the pirate world and seeing the situation of the pirate world on the void ocean, Lin Meng was at a loss. He looked to the side of the pirate world from his mental perspective, and saw a world approaching the pirate world. Half of this world has emerged from the ocean of nothingness, which is similar to the situation in the one-man world that has just been promoted. But what makes Lin Meng curious is that this world is moving towards the world of pirates. This unexpected situation made Lin Meng pay more attention to it. However, Lin Meng only followed the promotion of one person's world from the perspective of his mind and came to the ocean of nothingness. Therefore, we can only observe. For the time being, he does not have enough strength to do something directly on the ocean of nothingness. As a result, Lin Meng should not have been able to obtain the situation in this world. However, he discovered that there was information and coordinates about the world in his mind. This world is one of the 13 world information coordinates obtained from the previous analysis of the Lord God's space fragments. It turns out to be the Hokage world. However, this Hokage world must have undergone unexpected changes, otherwise it would be impossible to be like now. Lin Meng was surprised and thought to himself. In his understanding, the space fragments of the Lord God were still in Wang Bing's hands. Wang Bing directly sealed the Hokage world information coordinates. Just like the pirate world where Lin Meng lives, it was also sealed by the king. Only when a situation occurs in the world that is difficult for the king to solve, the king will block the relevant world information and coordinates. From this we can know that an accident must have occurred in this Hokage world, and it is definitely not ordinary. If he had not discovered that the Hokage world was approaching the pirate world, Lin Meng might not have explored the situation in the Hokage world for the time being. But now, the world of Hokage seems to be approaching the world of pirates with clear goals. Lin Meng must figure out the situation in the Hokage world. In 2 or 3 years at most, the world of Hokage will be in contact with the world of pirates. Lin Meng estimated the distance between the two worlds and the moving speed of the Hokage world, and roughly got the time when the two worlds touched. There is still enough time, wait until the one-person world situation is over, and then explore what happened in the Hokage world. Lin Meng thought in his mind. At this time, the world of one person has also been promoted. Lin Meng's mental perspective returns from the ocean of nothingness. A piece of the original power of the world. The one-person world promotion was completed, and Lin Meng was given a share of the original power of the world. Lin Meng stored this power of the world's origin in the Dao Aquarius. Now, 4 copies of the original power of the world have been stored in the Dao Aquarius. In addition, during this period of time, the cultivation energy fed back by the Dao Aquarius was refined into the original energy. Now the capacity in the Avenue Aquarius has been filled to half. It takes up to 5 copies of the world's origin power to fill the Avenue treasure bottle. At that time, Lin Meng can try to break through the 3rd turn. It has reached the level of 4th level immortals, gods and demons. Is there still 5 copies of the original power of the world? Lin Meng whispered. After thinking for a few seconds, he looked at the human world below and said softly, Origin Harvesting Technique. Origin harvesting is a secret technique that Lin Meng learned from the Lord God's space fragments. You can disturb, change or destroy the normal timeline plot development of the original world, and depending on the degree of change, you can harvest the essence of the world's origin. Nowadays, Lin Meng's preaching about one person's world can not only promote one person's world. At the same time, as Lin Meng preaches to the world, the original plot timeline in which the one-person world should develop normally will be completely changed. In this way, Lin Meng can also use the source harvesting technique to harvest the source power generated by changing the normal plot timeline of the world. 2 original powers. It's actually more original power than what you get from world promotion. Through the origin harvesting technique, Lin Meng directly harvested 2 sources of power. Suddenly, Lin Meng's eyes flashed. He also didn't expect that after changing the normal plot timeline of the original world, through the source harvesting technique, so much source power can be obtained. No wonder the time-traveling monsters from the main god space are so keen on sending reincarnations to change and destroy the original plot timelines of other worlds. The income from the original power is really huge. The original plot timeline of One Piece has been changed beyond recognition by me. When I return to the pirate world and use the origin harvesting technique, it will definitely be a rich source of origin power. Lin Meng thought excitedly. Chapter 79. And with the completion of promotion in one person's world, the entire world also began to undergo tremendous changes. A special energy began to fill the space between heaven and earth. This special energy is generated after one person is promoted to the world and can be called aura. This is also during the promotion process of one-person world. Some of Lin Meng's ideas penetrated into the core of one-person world and had an impact on one-person world. So when one person's world promotion is completed, Lin Meng unconsciously produces the special energy of spiritual energy to nourish all things. Moisturized by the spiritual energy, mountains and rivers become thicker, rivers become clear, and some rivers become wider. Flowers, plants, and trees, nourished by this spiritual energy, began to transform in the direction of spiritual grass and spiritual flowers. Some plants and trees that originally had medicinal effects began to transform into elixirs with various special effects. In addition, the animals have also undergone changes of varying sizes under the nourishment of spiritual energy. Combined with the imprint of the Tao ancestors back that is imprinted on their hearts, they can instinctively understand the martial arts evolution method from it. These animals are also gradually evolving and growing. Of course, compared to the changes in flora and fauna, human civilization in the world of one person has also begun to undergo earth-shaking changes. With the teachings of Taoist Lin Meng, the martial arts evolution method was introduced into everyone's hearts, and everyone became a practitioner of the martial arts evolution method. However, due to differences in physique, talent, perseverance, and will, even if everyone possesses the martial arts evolution method, everyone's final results in practicing the martial arts evolution method will be different. But even so, because of the martial arts evolution method, the entire human civilization began to transform from a purely scientific and technological civilization to a scientific and military civilization where technology and martial arts coexisted. Without outside intervention. This transition may not be rapid. However, when the promotion of one person's world is completed, spiritual energy appears to nourish all things. Deep in the ocean of the island country, the nuclear blast Godzilla embryo that had been modified by Lin Meng was nourished by the special energy of aura, and was bred directly from the embryo. Moreover, as island countries dump large amounts of nuclear waste into the ocean, nuclear pollution, this allows Godzilla to obtain a large amount of nuclear energy needed for growth. At the same time, in the ocean, a large amount of resentment generated by the natural creatures that had been upgraded, twisted, and died due to these nuclear pollution, all converged towards it with the birth of the resentment carrier nuclear blast Godzilla. These accumulated resentment powers will also become resources for the rapid growth of nuclear explosion Godzilla. So it was just a short day. After the nuclear explosion, Godzilla passed through his infancy and began to reach the growth stage. The body size has directly expanded from the size of a fish embryo to 100 times, and now it has reached more than 30 meters, and is still growing rapidly. The 30-meter-long nuclear blast Godzilla, in order to grow faster, looked for the direction of the aura emitted by the island country's nuclear fuel, and began to move towards the island country. Is it born? Lin Meng, who had just completed the source harvest and obtained abundant source power, raised his eyes and looked at nuclear explosion Godzilla breaststroke in the ocean in the direction of the island country. After carefully sensing the situation of the nuclear explosion, Godzilla was not out of his control. Lin Meng withdrew his gaze again and stopped paying attention. A large amount of feedback on the cultivation results has begun. Lin Meng carefully felt the results of the martial arts evolution method fed back from all directions, with a smile on his face. It is different from the pirate world where the original force value is very high. In a world of one person, even the strongest person with extraordinary abilities is actually only very powerful. At most, it can only crush other aliens. Facing modern thermal weapons, the human body cannot resist at all. Moreover, there are not many aliens, and the one-person world is mostly composed of ordinary people without extraordinary powers. But even so, the huge number of more than 8 billion people in the world can make up for everything. After the martial arts evolution method was spread, every ordinary person would only receive a trace of practice results after practicing it, which was insignificant. But this is insignificant. Multiplied by more than 8 billion, it becomes very objective. Because we have just started preaching to the world, the first wave of feedback from our practice results is very great. Although the quality is not high, after being tempered and purified by the Deo Aquarius, a lot of original energy can still be refined. Lin Meng made some calculations. When the martial arts evolution method stabilizes, the original energy provided to him by the world of one person will be more than 5 times that of the world of pirates. After all, the population of the pirate world is still too small. Moreover, this is only the feedback of practice results. Lin Meng will cover the virtual world Tao realm carried on the gate of truth to the world of one person. At that time, the spiritual power of more than 8 billion people will pour into the Deo domain Vice Admiral. With the tempering of this huge mental power, even the gate of truth, which has been promoted to an immortal weapon, has been significantly improved. But Lin Meng looked at the nuclear blasted Godzilla that was about to land on the island country. After thinking for a moment, he decided to wait for the nuclear explosion to complete Godzilla's revenge. After pouring out all the resentment accumulated by the natural creatures in the previous world, then cover the virtual world and Tao domain into the one-person world. At the same time, he also needs a dojo in a world of one person. However, Lin Meng has no plans to build another dojo in the one-man world. He plans to directly transform and refine the Hongmeng Island floating in the sky of 10,000 meters in the pirate world, so that it can transcend the pirate world and become a Hongmeng dojo that can connect all realms. When the time comes, just connect the one-person world to the Hongmeng Island dojo. Lin Meng thought in his mind. Then he thought about the things that could gain him in the world of one person. 8 wonderful skills. Lin Meng whispered. In the world of one person, the most representative one is the 8 wonders. However, it has reached Lin Meng Euro trademark's current strength. Among the 8 magical skills, such as the Laihoku Immortal Thief, he can comprehend similar abilities himself, so most of them are actually useless to him. Tongtian Lui Talisman and Deo Pattern. At this time, Lin Meng thought of the Tongtian Rui among the 8 wonders. This kind of magical skill is the ultimate of Taoist talismans. Of course, this is only the ultimate at the mortal level. But Fu Lu's ability interested Lin Meng. Previously, he was thinking about researching the corresponding inscriptions based on the laws and powers he understood from the devil fruit. ETA Euro trademark S just that I haven a Euro trademark T had time to sort out the research before. Now, since there is a Tongtian Luo with similar abilities, it can be used as a reference to understand the ability of the inscription of truth faster. Therefore, Lin Meng had a slight sense of the direction of Hua Kingdom, and found the location of Liu Jin, who was in charge of the Tongtian Ru. His figure flashed and disappeared into the sky. And at this moment, the officials of the island country are responding to Dad Yingguo's inquiry. Yes, our island country is so outstanding, otherwise Lord Daezu wouldn't pay special attention to it. As for what attracted Master Daezu's attention, I'm sorry, but I have no comment. That's Lord Daezu, the commander-in-chief of the Eagle Kingdom. You don't want the Eagle Kingdom to be cut apart again, right? Although I don't trademark know why Daezu paid attention to the island country. However, this does not hinder at all. Facing the former father-level Eagle Kingdom, the leaders of the island country grabbed the Tao ancestors' tiger skin and scolded the leader of the Eagle Kingdom with pride. Seeing the livid complexion of the commander of the Eagle country, the people in power of the island country were excited and refreshed. After finishing the call with the commander-in-chief of Eagle country, the person in charge of the island country looked at the leaders at all levels beside him and said, "You guys, hurry up and search the whole country to find out everything that Lord Daezu may be interested in. This is the great Lord Daezu. As long as we can establish a relationship with Lord Daezu, our island country will rise again." Hi! All the official leaders responded excitedly. But at this moment, suddenly, urgent news came from the island country's Fubo Island. Monsters, huge monsters have landed on Fubo Island and are heading towards the nuclear power plant. The person in charge of Fubao Island opened a video connection and shouted to the people in power of the island country with a horrified expression. Nari? Monster. Junichiro, have you watched too much Ultraman? Okay, where did the monster come from? The people in power in the island country didn't believe it at all, and they inspired the person in charge of Beifu Island. No, please believe me, this is the monster that landed on Fubao Island. It is coming. The person in charge of Fubao Island had a very frightened look on his face. He moved the video camera and a terrifying monster over 30 meters tall, exuding thermonuclear radiation, appeared in the camera. However, this monster was very close to the camera, and it immediately scared Junichiro, the person in charge of Fukuho Island, into fainting. Oh, Baga, what is this? How could such a monster appear? Sorry, Fubo Island has the largest nuclear power plant. Once it is destroyed by this monster, the losses will be unimaginable. This monster must be stopped. Quick, connect to the commander of Eagle Country, we need their help. The Eagle Nation has several garrisons in our island nation, but can these forces be able to fight against such a terrifying monster? The country of China is close to us, go and ask for help from the country of China, and tell them that if they don't deal with this terrifying monster, the country of China will definitely be affected. Master Daezu will take action, right? Our island country is a country that has attracted the attention of Master Daezu. At this moment, the people in power in the island country were all frightened and horrified when they saw the terrifying appearance and size of nuclear Godzilla. In panic, the leaders of these island countries took a series of measures to resist the nuclear explosion of Godzilla. However, the commander-in-chief of the Eagle country, whom they had just attacked, was furious at the moment and ignored the island country's request. As for China, because they noticed the arrival of Daezu, they did not return to the island country for the time being. The nuclear Godzilla was transformed by Lin Meng to deal with the accumulated resentment of living beings in a world of one person. What the nuclear explosion of Godzilla does now is to pour out the resentment of the creatures that had accumulated in the one-person world before, so Lin Meng will never pay attention to the island country. The island country has no choice but to force itself to resist the nuclear explosion of Godzilla. But nuclear Godzilla is too powerful. In particular, it is not afraid of the most powerful weapon of human civilization, the mushroom bomb, which makes the island country unable to resist the nuclear explosion of Godzilla. Even after launching the mushroom bomb purchased at a large price from Eagle Country, it accelerated the growth and evolution of nuclear explosion Godzilla. In just one day, nuclear explosion Godzilla grew to a size of 100 meters tall. At the same time, Fukubo Island, one of the islands of the island nation, was ravaged by the nuclear explosion Godzilla, causing countless casualties and a mess. The nuclear power plant on Fukushima Island was directly destroyed by the nuclear explosion Godzilla. The nuclear energy was all swallowed up and absorbed by nuclear explosion Godzilla and turned into growth resources. Again. Chapter 80. Just when the nuclear explosion Godzilla had just landed on the island country, Lin Meng's figure has appeared in the sky above Trinity Gate, where the Lu family is. Tao ancestor. Noticing Lin Meng's figure appearing in the sky, people nearby were shocked when they saw it. Liu Jin respectfully welcomes Dao ancestor. The head of the Liu family, Liu Jin, noticed it when Lin Meng appeared and walked out quickly and said respectfully. Lin Meng nodded. He glanced at Liu Jin. With just one glance, Lin Meng could see through all the secrets of Liu Jin. Even everything that happened from his birth to now can be known. This is not only because Lin Meng's strength has now reached the realm of Yuan Shen, far surpassing Liu Jin. It was also because Liu Jin also practiced the martial arts evolution method. Due to the particularity of the martial arts evolution method, all those who practice it will actually be controlled by Lin Meng. Of course, Lin Meng has little interest in controlling these beings. He only needs these sentient beings who practice martial arts evolution to practice hard and feed back the results of their practice to him. Therefore, Lin Meng only glanced at Liu Jin and obtained all the training information of Tongtian Lu. You checked the information on the Tongtian Ru, combined with your understanding of the information on the power of various laws, you had an epiphany, and you understood the law inscriptions. A Euro law inscription, an inscription that embodies the power of law and has various magical effects. 020 Note 1, each law inscription has different power. Note 2, different combinations of law inscriptions will have different effects. A Euro inscription of law. Good. After obtaining the information about the Tongtian Ru and understanding the law inscriptions from it, Lin Meng was in a good mood and glanced at Liu Jin, who was respectful. Think about it for a moment. Relevant information about refining the All Souls reincarnation pond came to mind. Lin Meng recorded the detailed information of the 10,000 spirits reincarnation pool through the law inscriptions. Then, with the thought in his mind, these inscriptions recording the detailed records of the 10,000 spirits reincarnation pool were condensed and combined. Soon, a new set of 10,000 spirits reincarnation pools appeared, 1 big and 9 small. This is the law inscription, the replicating effect of his refining consignment. Then, Lin Meng waved his hand, and a pool of reincarnation of all spirits appeared in front of Liu Jin. At the same time, Lin Meng said lightly, Tongtian Ru gave me some inspiration. You can use this pool of reincarnation of all spirits once as a reward. After saying that, Lin Meng's figure flashed and disappeared from Liu Jin's eyes. Tongtian Lu. Liu Jin hasn't reacted yet. After a moment, his expression changed drastically and he looked shocked. He did not expect that Daezu would obtain the Tongtian Rui just by looking at him. This method is simply unbelievable. He is indeed a fairy-like figure. Daezu seems to be a reasonable person. After Liu Jin calmed down his inner shock, he looked at the 10,000 spirits reincarnation pond and the national road in front of him. Grandpa, that was Dao ancestor just now. At this time, a girl with pink hair and wearing loose clothes walked out of the room with a look of shock in her eyes. This is Liu Jin Euro trademark's granddaughter, Liu Ling Long. Lin Meng's arrival just now was too sudden. After seeing Lin Meng's figure, Liu Ling Long was a little confused and did not react. Only now did he come back to his senses, but Meng had already left. Yes, that's Daezu. He is really Daezu, so handsome and powerful. Ling Long, this is a treasure given by the Taoist ancestors. It has the opportunity to be reborn. You must cherish it. Liu Jin handed the 10,000 spirits reincarnation pond to Liu Ling Long. Because the 10,000 spirits reincarnation pond is equipped with information radiation, Liu Jin knew its function after obtaining the 10,000 spirits reincarnation pond. Grandpa, no, this is what Daezu gave you. If you use it, you will definitely become stronger after being reborn. It would be a waste if I use it. Liu Ling Long waved her hand quickly and refused directly. Haha, good granddaughter, yes, Grandpa's love for you has not been in vain, but you must win this opportunity of the 10,000 spirits reincarnation pond. Looking at the filial Liu Ling Long, Liu Jin was very happy, but her attitude was tough. Because, from the information radiation on the All Souls reincarnation pool, Liu Jin learned that some outstanding women who had access to the All Souls reincarnation pool would have the opportunity to be introduced and gain the opportunity to enter the Daezu dojo. Daezu is such a great existence, and his Taoist temple is definitely no less than the so-called fairy world. Therefore, Liu Jin decided that Liu Ling Long must seize this opportunity in the All Souls reincarnation pond. Stop talking, Ling Long. Without further delay, use the opportunity of the 10,000 spirits reincarnation pool quickly. Otherwise, when other forces find out, there may be another setback. Liu Jin looked at Liu Ling Long with a tough attitude and said. He knew that the news that Dao ancestor had just arrived and given him a reward would spread to all the major forces in a matter of seconds. By then, there must be someone coveting the opportunity he had obtained in this pool of reincarnation of all spirits. All right. Liu Ling Long looked at Liu Jin, who had a tough attitude, and finally could only respond. The pool of reincarnation of all spirits should also be given to all living beings in this world. Lin Meng was thinking in his heart as he left the Liu family. Then, with a wave of his hand, he threw the 7 small pools of reincarnation of all spirits into the sky. These 7 10,000 souls reincarnation pools, like the 10,000 souls reincarnation pools in the pirate world, will randomly appear in various places in the one-man world. You can meet those who are destined, and then pass the test and get a chance to be reborn. The All Souls reincarnation pond that was previously rewarded to Liu Jin will leave automatically after the opportunity to be reborn is used once. After throwing away the 7 soul reincarnation pools, Lin Meng still left 2 10,000 spirits reincarnation pools in his hands, one large and one small. The big one is the main pool, which is used to receive references. As for the other small 10,000 spirits reincarnation pool, Lin Meng plans to reward it next. By referring to the Tongtian Ru, I understood the law inscriptions. Another 8 magic skills, Feng Kaokuman, also aroused Lin Meng's interest. Lin Meng made some calculations, referring to Feng Kaokuman, and combined with the law inscriptions, he should be able to understand the secret skills related to the formation. In fact, ETA Euro trademark SOK without Feng Kaokuman, but it just requires Lin Meng to spend more time to study and understand it from scratch. And with Feng Kaokuman, you can quickly understand the secret skills related to formations through reference. Lin Meng sensed for a moment and found the location of Wang Ye, the descendant of Feng Kaokuman. Next moment, Lin Meng's figure appeared above Wang Ye, who was lying on the grass in Baihu village. Tao, Dazu. Wang Ye looked at the sudden appearance of Lin Meng and was immediately startled. He was at a loss and a little confused. He didn't know why Dazu appeared here. Lin Meng didn't pay attention to Wang Ye's shock and glanced at him. Immediately, he obtained the relevant information about Feng Kaokuman. At the same time, Lin Meng understood Feng Kaokuman, combined with the law inscriptions, and deduced his understanding in the direction of the formation. After a while, you have a deep understanding of Feng Kaokuman, combined with the law inscription information and formation-related ideas, you have an epiphany, and you understand the inscription formation a euro. Inscription formation, through specific combinations of law inscriptions, formations with various effects will be formed. It's done. Lin Meng briefly understood the inscription formation and nodded with satisfaction. Then he threw the last trumpet of the 10,000 spirits reincarnation pond in his hand to Wang Ye. After leaving a sentence saying that this was a reward from Feng Kaokuman, Lin Meng disappeared directly in front of Wang Ye. From the beginning to the end, Tian Shi still maintained the state. He didn't react until the All Souls reincarnation pond fell into his hands. FK, this trail is too difficult for me. Wang Ye looked at the 10,000 spirits reincarnation pond in his hand, grimacing and speechless. Originally, it was thought that the Tao ancestor spread the martial arts evolution method throughout the world. The Feng Kaokuman, one of the 8 magical skills he has mastered, will no longer arouse much covetation. But now, it's different. Feng Kaokuman can actually interest Dao Xiu, which will inevitably put him at the forefront. The little Taoist priest Wang Ye, who was just about to relax and enjoy life, once again felt the impermanence of life. No, I want to take the initiative and become stronger. If you can be 1/10 as powerful as Daozu, who dares to covet my Feng Kaokuman again? Wang Ye thought in his mind and looked at the 10,000 spirits reincarnation pond in his hand. He got an opportunity to be reborn in the All Souls reincarnation pool, and he was not going to give up this opportunity. After Lin Meng obtained Feng Kaokuman from Wang Ye and understood the inscription formation, he left directly. Later, he appeared high in the Pacific Ocean near China. Lin Meng is sitting cross-legged in the sky, holding the door of truth in his hand, intending to translate all the law information imprinted on the door of truth to obtain more law inscriptions. At the same time, Godzilla is also waiting for the nuclear explosion to vent his accumulated resentment. At this time, on Fubo Island, where the island country is located, the nuclear blast Godzilla has landed, and was attacked by 2 mushroom bombs from the island country. However, the attack of the mushroom bomb is equivalent to a meal delivery for the nuclear Godzilla. Not only did it not harm it, it actually accelerated the growth and evolution of nuclear explosion Godzilla. After 2 mushroom bombs went down, nuclear Godzilla grew directly to the mature stage, reaching a size of more than 100 meters. Standing on the ground, the nuclear blast Godzilla is like a giant beast holding up the sky. The island country's Fubo Island was ravaged by the nuclear blast Godzilla and was covered in ruins. The modern mechanical army sent by the island country has no experience in the face of a nuclear explosion against Godzilla. Although Dazu preached to the world, he only preached for a short time. So even though he understood the martial arts evolution method from the Tao ancestor brand. However, without enough time to grow, most ordinary people are only slightly stronger at most. In the face of the nuclear explosion Godzilla 3.9, there is no resistance at all. Therefore, the island country can only summon some strong men who are originally aliens to fight against the nuclear blast Godzilla. However, facing Godzilla who is 100 meters tall and possesses thermonuclear power, even the alien who has converted to martial arts evolution method is currently no match at all. The Inhumans' plan to fight the nuclear explosion Godzilla also failed, so the island country was in ruins. A large number of high-level dignitaries and wealthy people quickly fled the island country through special channels. The leaders of the island country are fleeing from the island country that is being ravaged by the nuclear blast Godzilla. On the other hand, it also threatens other countries. If the nuclear explosion Godzilla is not eliminated, then sooner or later, the nuclear explosion Godzilla will land on their soil. Seeing the island nation being wreaked havoc and destruction by the nuclear explosion Godzilla, which was almost equivalent to the destruction of the country, other countries were indeed frightened. Facing such a behemoth that destroys the world and destroys the earth, human beings are so weak. Many people even believe that even Dao ancestor is no match for such a terrifying behemoth. Otherwise, why didn't Daezu take action to stop or even destroy this terrifying giant that was destroying the world? But at this moment, after ravaging the island nation, the nuclear explosion Godzilla, which was hundreds of meters tall, looked up to the sky and roared. It turned around and stepped into the ocean. In the ocean, it swam with its flexible body in the direction of Lin Meng. Chapter 81. What does this giant beast want to do? This giant beast swam towards Dao ancestor. In China, the headquarters is accessible from anywhere. A group of company directors and district heads looked at the surveillance footage. After the nuclear explosion Godzilla wreaked havoc on the island country, he swam in the direction of Taoist Lin Meng and was suddenly surprised. I just received news that when the giant beasts were ravaging the island country, Daezu once appeared in Trinity Gate and Luya village. At this time, an intelligence officer came in to report. Trinity Gate, Lujiakan. Is it for Lu Jin's Tongtian Ru? Someone speculated. I don't know. People nearby only saw that Daezu glanced at Lu Jin, with a smile on his face, and then rewarded Lu Jin with a pool-shaped treasure. The informant continued. Here, Dao ancestor actually looked at Lu Jin, then smiled and gave him a reward. What's going on? The focus should be that Lu Jin actually received a reward from Dao ancestor. That is a treasure rewarded by Dao ancestor. It is definitely not simple. No matter how simple it is, how can you ask Lu Jin to hand over the treasure? Besides, this is a reward from the Tao ancestor, who dares to touch it? The directors of Nadutong and the heads of each district were talking in surprise. There must be someone who dares to take risks. We should help Lu Jin and protect the treasures rewarded by Dao ancestor. Bai Yalong, one of the company's directors, said. It's better to ask Lu Jin's opinion first. Director Fei said. That pool-like treasure should be called the 10,000 Spirits Reincarnation Pool. Not long ago, someone saw several rainbow lights crossing the sky. When seeing these rainbow lights, the information about the rainbow treasures naturally comes to mind. This is the opportunity given by Tao ancestor to all living beings to be reborn. The pool where Lu Jin got 08 should be the All Souls Reincarnation Pool. The company's chairman, Zhao Fangxiu, narrowed his eyes and said calmly. Reborn. The opportunity given by Taoist ancestors to all living beings, a Euroideazu is so kind. It not only imparts martial arts evolution methods to all living beings. Moreover, he was given the opportunity of the 10,000 Spirits Reincarnation Pond. This, the 10,000 Spirits Reincarnation Pond is too important, Lu Jin can't guard it. A group of company directors and leaders suddenly talked in shock. At the same time, someone is interested in the All Souls Reincarnation Pond. This giant beast is so fast. Is it almost reaching the area where Dao ancestor is? At this time, someone noticed the surveillance screen and exclaimed, which immediately attracted everyone's attention. In the picture, the nuclear Godzilla swimming in the ocean is swimming very fast, not far from the area where Daezu Lin Meng is. What is the origin of this giant beast, and how did it suddenly appear? The scientific research department analyzed that this giant beast is full of nuclear radiation, which may have been upgraded by radiation FK, the island country deserves it. It's such a sin. It actually created such a terrifying beast. Hearing that the behemoth was upgraded from radiation, everyone in the monitoring room immediately understood what was going on. This must be the fault of the island nation itself, which upgraded this terrifying radiation beast. The timing of this giant beast's appearance is too coincidental. It happened to be after Dao ancestor preached to the world. There must be some connection between it. There is too little information. Maybe Daezu knows the situation of this giant beast. It's still unclear why this giant beast is moving in the direction of Dao ancestor, someone said in confusion. Challenge, or worship? Someone thought for a moment and said. At present, they know too little information. But faced with this situation, there are only two possibilities. Either this giant beast was meant to challenge Dao ancestor. Otherwise, this giant beast is going to worship the Taoist ancestor. I feel like the giant beast is worshipping Taoist ancestors today. I feel the same way, Daezu is too powerful. Sure, servant head. Most of the people in the control room of the company agreed that this giant had gone to pay homage to Taoist ancestors. Although, the behemoth that is wreaking havoc on the island country and is not afraid of mushroom bomb attacks is very powerful. But in the eyes of everyone, Daezu is more mysterious and more powerful. At this moment, not only China is paying attention, but also Eagle country and some countries in Europe. There are also high-level officials of the island country who have been exiled to the kangaroo country, and they are also watching the movement of the nuclear blast Godzilla. Kangaroo country is very nervous at the moment. Because Lin Meng is sitting cross-legged high in the Pacific Ocean. Therefore, the direction in which nuclear explosion Godzilla is swimming right now happens to be facing kangaroo country. This reminded the kangaroo country of the scene where the island country was wreaked havoc by the nuclear blast Godzilla, and the entire kangaroo country suddenly fell into panic. Many people even fled directly from kangaroo country. The senior officials of the island country who have fled to the kangaroo kingdom are also struggling with whether they should jump away from the kangaroo kingdom again now. At this stage, the top leaders of these island countries are not planning to return to the island countries. After all, the top officials of the island country have roughly figured out that this terrifying beast is most likely caused by the nuclear pollution they emitted and upgraded. Faced with this situation, the top leaders of the island country understand that in the global international community, they will turn their victims into bastards who deserve to be unlucky, and their reputation will be completely ruined. Lord Daezu, didn't you pay special attention to our island country before? Why didn't you come out to help us when the terrifying giant beasts were raging? Yeah, why? Some senior officials of the island country complained. Damn it, is this a benevolent Taoist ancestor? Is he willing to die like this without saving anything? What else is this? A senior official of the island country wanted to say something outrageous. But the next moment, there was a loud bang. A bolt from the blue instantly turned the island nation's top executive into charcoal. At the same time, the high-level officials of nearby island countries were also affected and were scorched by lightning. This scene made everyone around who noticed it stunned and terrified. Master Daezu, I didn't say anything. I respect you so much that I kneel to you. Master Daezu, please be kind and don't blame me. I don't know anything. Lord Daezu, please spare my life, this is none of my business. After reacting, the surviving senior officials of the nearby island nation quickly knelt down, looked at the empty sky, knelt down and prayed. ETA Euro trademark S. Not just the top leaders of the island countries. The same was true for the senior officials of the nearby kangaroo country. They were all frightened and knelt down to beg for mercy. They just hoped that Daezu would not anger them. However, in reality, because of the pleading voices of these people, Lin Meng paid a little attention and realized what was happening. Because he preached to the world and gave one person the opportunity to be promoted in the world. And after preaching to the world, the figure of Lin Meng's Taoist ancestor has been imprinted deep in the origin of the world of one person. Moreover, he is also the ancestor of martial arts recognized by the world of one person, and is the source of extraordinary martial arts. In the pan-consciousness of the one-person world, Lin Meng is in an extremely noble existence. Therefore, in the world of one person, any creature that disrespects Lin Meng will be punished by the world of one person. Light luck declines and bad luck abounds. Seriously, just like the top leaders of these island countries, they were directly struck to death by lightning. Haha, it's your own fault. Lin Meng glanced at it and then withdrew his gaze without paying much attention. Look at the door of truth in your hand. Just after passing the law inscription, he completed the translation of the law power information on the gate of truth, and gained a lot. Lin Meng has now mastered more than 1,700 law inscriptions. Various combinations are inscribed through these laws. Lin Meng can create various inscription formations with special effects at will. And ETA Euro trademark S. Not just the gains from the inscription formation. All the secret techniques that Lin Meng has understood before can be presented through the corresponding combination of law inscriptions. Various magical treasures that are refined can also be reproduced through law inscriptions and some materials. Theta Euro trademark S. Not all. In Lin Meng's view, law inscriptions will serve as a basic tool that can be used anywhere. For example, several law inscriptions related to lava and law inscriptions related to ice. After being combined according to a certain rule, frozen magma will appear, or cold magma, magma ice cubes, flowing water magma, etc. Although, the combination of these law inscriptions does not seem to be of much use. However, you will always encounter law inscriptions that have special effects after combination. If you want to obtain more combinations of law inscriptions, you may be able to gather the wisdom of all living beings. Lin Meng thought to himself as he comprehended the information of the law inscription. The purpose of preaching to sentient beings is to obtain the fruits of cultivation that are fed back by the practice of sentient beings. The purpose of creating the virtual world and realm carried on the Gate of Truth is to harvest the spiritual power of all living beings and use it to temper and enhance the power of the Gate of Truth and the laws above. But now, when Lin Meng has understood the law inscriptions and accumulated more than 1,700 law inscriptions, and after understanding the specific usage and effects of the law inscriptions, Lin Meng thought that perhaps there was a way to gather the wisdom of all living beings by spreading the law inscriptions. No matter how powerful Lin Meng is, there is always a limit to the number of fantastic combinations of law and inscriptions he can come up with on his own. Although all sentient beings are weak, everyone is an intelligent individual with different ideas and unlimited whims and wonders. After realizing this, Lin Meng planned to use the wisdom of all living beings. For the valuable resources of sentient beings in various worlds, Lin 927Meng has currently developed 3 ways to use them. He estimated that after the world of the dead where the undead rested in the world of pirates and the world of one person was opened up within the Gate of Truth, new methods of use might be developed. The law inscription cannot be spread like the martial arts evolution method. Lin Meng thought in his mind. Regarding the dissemination of law inscriptions, he has actually already thought about it. Originally, he planned to create various secret realm copies in the virtual world and Tao realm. Now is the time. When the time comes, you can directly use the law inscription as a reward for clearing the secret realm copy. In this way, the inscription of the law is spread. Nuke Godzilla. At this moment, the 100-meter-tall nuclear Godzilla swam from the sea not far away. After Lin Meng noticed it, the figure landed from a high altitude, appeared in front of Nuclear Explosion Godzilla, and looked at Nuclear Explosion Godzilla. Ho! After Nuclear Explosion Godzilla noticed Lin Meng's figure, he roared softly. With pupils as big as 1 meter, with soft eyes flashing, look at Lin Meng first. Yes, he looks pretty good. I'll give you another chance. Lin Meng's figure moved and appeared above Nuclear Explosion Godzilla, standing on top and saying with a smile. He planned to separate out a piece of his origin, and then use the dragon transformation technique to give Godzilla the power to nuclear blast the dragon. At the same time, this also gave Nuclear Explosion Godzilla a chance to reinvent himself. Based on the current nuclear explosion of Godzilla, the potential to complete this transformation into a dragon will be extremely powerful. I'm tired of seeing Shenlong's appearance. And you are handsome enough now, but you just can't fly. It just so happens that this is the opportunity to transform into a dragon and be reborn. I will give you a pair of powerful dragon wings. Lin Meng patted Nuclear Explosion Godzilla on the head and said with a smile. Although Nuclear Godzilla was only born not long ago, his IQ is already quite high. So after hearing Lin Meng's words, his 2 huge pupils narrowed, his mouth smiled, and his hands and feet danced on the sea. Tian Fen was very happy. Just get some sleep. Looking at the happy Nuclear Godzilla, Lin Meng smiled. Then, he pointed his finger at Nuclear Godzilla and used the dragon transformation technique on it. At the same time, a trace of original energy was also integrated into the body of Nuclear Explosion. Godzilla. Chapter 82. As this trace of original energy was integrated into Nuclear Explosion Godzilla's body, under the influence of the dragon transformation technique, the 100-meter-tall Nuclear Explosion Godzilla slowly closed his huge pupils. The huge beast's body gradually solidified and hardened, becoming its old body. Within it, a new form of explosive Godzilla is being gestated. Lin Meng sat cross-legged in Nuclear Explosion Godzilla, closed his eyes, and felt the spiritual thoughts of the Law Soul connected to the original core of the world of one person. Just now, he glanced at the group of high-ranking officials of the island country who were punished by the pan-consciousness of the one-person world using Sky Thunder for disrespecting the Taoist ancestors. This group of people didn't deserve any attention from him. However, it was also because of this that Lin Meng noticed some information about the origin of one person's world. Perhaps, even if I haven't broken through to the 3rd level of the 9-turn immortality method, I can still carry a real world on the door of truth. Lin Meng thought in his mind. Advance to the immortal weapon level with the gate of truth. On it, in addition to the virtual world, it can already carry more real world. However, Lin Meng was not strong enough before. But now, as he perceives some information about the pan-consciousness of one person's world and the origin of the world, Lin Meng had some ideas in mind. He calculated that as long as he could obtain the recognition of the world's pan-consciousness, he could grasp part of the origin of the world. Then, even if he has not yet broken through the realm of the 3rd-turn soul, he can still carry a real world on the door of truth. As for Lin Meng, who preached the world of one person and helped him get promoted, it is not too difficult to gain pan-conscious recognition of one person's world and grasp part of the origin of the world. The spiritual thoughts of Lin Meng's Law Soul deeply perceive the origin of one person's world, and at the same time communicate with the pan-consciousness of one's world. The pan-consciousness of the world has only some instincts to maintain the normal operation of the world, and there is no subjective wisdom consciousness. To put it in a more fantasy way, the universal consciousness of the world is the selfless way of heaven. Normally, no one can communicate with the pan-consciousness of the world at all. But Lin Meng is different. He is the ancestor of the origin of extraordinary martial arts recognized by the one-person world, so it is very convenient to communicate with the pan-consciousness of the world. Lin Meng will convey the benefits carried on the door of truth to one person's world pan-consciousness. Carrying it on the door of truth, promotion in the future world will be easier, and you will get his help again. Of course, Lin Meng will definitely benefit from a large amount of source power. Otherwise, he would not want to carry the real world on the door of truth. In fact, in addition to carrying the real world on the door of truth, Lin Meng can also use other methods. For example, in the Danshan or the spiritual sea, open up a space, swallow the world in, and carry the world with yourself. Or, directly destroy and devour the world, etc. There are many ways. With a little understanding of the accumulation that Lin Meng has now mastered, he can understand and create it. However, Lin Meng himself does not want to be bound to any world. If bound to the world, Then once there is a problem in the bound world, it will directly affect Lin Meng himself. However, these worlds can provide Lin Meng with various cultivation resources, which can accelerate his growth. We can't just give up. Therefore, carry the world on the door of truth. It is Lin Meng's current idea that he can harvest the cultivation resources provided by these worlds. And his own methods will not be affected by problems in the world. At the same time, his way of preaching to the world and harvesting the fruits of sentient beings practice is similar to farming style. Can continuously harvest the fruits of sentient beings a Euro trademark cultivation, spiritual power and lotus of wisdom from the world of preaching. To directly destroy and devour the world is robbery in a wave. With Lin Meng's current strength and accumulation, there are no difficult or urgent enemies. Occasionally, you might be able to part-time as a robber. But the mainstream development direction is still to follow the farming stream of preaching to the heavens. Especially after learning about the first generation Lord Goda Euro trademark S encounter from the Lord Goda Euro trademark S space fragment, Lin Meng became more determined on the development route of preaching to the heavens. And just when Lin Meng's law of soul perception connects the pan-consciousness of one person's world and the origin of the world. In one person's world, all parties are paying attention to the countries and forces that nuked Godzilla. Because Lin Meng is sitting cross-legged and nuking Godzilla. And it seemed that he was helping nuclear explosion Godzilla evolve, and everyone suddenly became excited. In China, the headquarters is accessible from anywhere. Let me just say, this giant beast is going to pay homage to the Taoist ancestor, right? A Euro Etheta Euro trademark SA rebirth, right? I just learned from El Eugen that the state after using the 10,000 spirits reincarnation pool is very similar to this giant beast. This giant beast is really good luck. I didn't expect to get such an opportunity by worshipping the Taoist ancestor. The directors and heads of Nadu Tong Company looked at the nuclear-blasted Godzilla who had been reborn, and talked to each other. Do you think this giant beast was created by Daezu? Suddenly someone said. It's impossible. This giant beast was created by the island country itself. Don't talk about this topic again. Not long ago, most of the top officials of the island country who were in exile in the kangaroo country were struck to death by lightning. As soon as the topic started, someone immediately scolded him directly. Eat a Euro trademark S not like they were inexplicably struck by thunder and chopped into cokes. After hearing this, everyone looked at each other, and soon someone laughed and said, Dazu is kind, boundless, and radiant. Dazu pities all living beings, and all living beings are not just us humans. This giant beast may not be an isolated case. We may need to deal with various powerful aliens that appear in the future. According to monitoring satellite observations, domestic Kunlun, Taishan, Shenangjia, Yellow River, Yangtze River, etc. A Euro overseas tropical rainforests, plateaus, basins, deserts, etc. It can be said that the entire planet, everywhere, has undergone tremendous changes after Dazu preached. Animals and plants may be evolving. The chairman of the company, Zhao Fangxiu, said lightly with his glasses flashing brightly. This a euro I also got relevant information. Dazu preached. This is the starting point of a new era. I seem to see a magnificent era slowly approaching. Fortunately, Daezu is kind and treats everyone equally. In this great change of the times, we humans have not been left behind. In Nadu Tong Company, everyone happily discussed plans to deal with the big changes in the future. Not only China, but other countries in the world are also feeling the waves of the new era, which are sweeping in with irresistible force. Faced with this situation, different people, different forces, and different countries will have different choices. But one thing will not change, that is, we cannot disrespect Taoist ancestors. Time flies. Lin Meng's law soul wakes up from perceiving the pan-consciousness of one person's world and the origin of the world. Now, he has completely gained the recognition of the pan-consciousness of the one-person world. At the same time, he mastered more than half of the original power of one person's world. At this time, the nuclear explosive Godzilla he set cross-legged was also completely reborn. Lin Meng's figure flashed and appeared in the nuclear blast of Godzilla Meisei. At this moment, Godzilla's old body, hardened like a statue by the nuclear explosion, began to shatter. Then, a giant beast with the original appearance of Godzilla and a pair of huge dragon wings on its back appeared in front of Lin Meng. Roar the newly born nuclear explosion Godzilla raised his head and roared. Then it looked at Lin Meng, lowered its ferocious head, and showed a respectful attitude. Lin Meng nodded and landed on his head. At this moment, the leaders of various countries who saw this scene through surveillance satellites were all frightened by the terrifying form of the nuclear blast Godzilla, and their faces turned pale and horrified. Before this, Godzilla could only move by walking or swimming. And now, with a pair of powerful dragon wings, why don't we let Godzilla, the nuclear bomber, move around at will around the world? This is too threatening to all countries. Even the gentlemen from these countries feel that the entire world is no longer safe at this moment. However, at this moment, everyone who looked at the newly born nuclear explosion Godzilla through the surveillance satellite images, information about nuclear explosion Godzilla automatically appeared in their minds. Except for nuking Godzilla Euro trademark's name. And the reason for its birth comes from the resentment of natural life that was distorted, upgraded, and died by nuclear pollution. At the same time, I also understand that I am currently sitting down with Daezu, and my responsibility is to nuclear bomb Godzilla, and the natural ecology is balanced. The current nuclear Godzilla is defined by Lin Meng as a balancer of the natural ecology of the one-man world. When the accumulated resentment of life reaches a certain level, Godzilla will wake up after the nuclear explosion. According to the cause and effect of resentment, he will clean up everything, deal with resentment, and complete a round of ecological balance. After realizing this, the faces of those in power around the world suddenly changed. Especially the Eagle country, thinking of the tragic experience of the rebellious Godson Island country, and then looking back on what it has done. The commander-in-chief of the Eagle Kingdom looked horrified, as if Godzilla, the nuclear explosion, would come at the next moment. King Nua Euro trademark S. Lin Meng is not interested in these thoughts of national power. He patted nuclear explosion Godzilla on the head, smiled and said, "Go." Nuclear explosion Godzilla nodded softly, turned back 3 times, looked at Lin Meng, and finally reluctantly vibrated his dragon wings and flew into the sky to complete the cleanup task. After watching the nuclear explosion Godzilla left. Lin Meng stood in the void, the door of truth emerging in his hands. The door of truth is now an immortal weapon with very powerful abilities. After Lin Meng blessed himself with the power of the gate of truth, his figure disappeared directly from the place. The next moment, with the help of the door of truth, Lin Meng appeared outside the one-man world, in a higher dimensional place. From this angle, Lin Meng can clearly see the entire world of one person. Let's start. Lin Meng whispers, as if he is communicating with the pan-consciousness of the world of one person. Then his words fell. The door of truth flew out of his hand, and then grew larger, becoming like it could cover the entire world cup. Immediately afterwards, Lin Meng's mind carefully perceives and controls the world of one person. Because all preparations have been made before. Therefore, under the control of Lin Meng, the world of one person seems to be shrinking. It has been shrunk to the size of a marble and can be pinched by Lin Meng later. Then, Lin Meng placed the one-person world the size of a marble in his hand onto the enlarged door of truth. Chapter 83. When a one-person world the size of a marble is placed on the door of truth, Lin Meng breathed a sigh of relief with a smile on his face. All the dust has settled. The world of one person was completely accommodated on the door of truth and completely controlled by him. Before that, Lin Meng still needs to communicate with the pan-consciousness of one person's world. And it also needs to control more than half of the origin of one person's world, so that Tuan can control one person's world. And now, when the world of one person is accommodated by the door of truth, it is equivalent to being a refined Euro trademark. From then on, Lin Meng can control his world more easily and casually. However, although the world of one person is carried to the door of truth, but this does not mean that the world of one person has disappeared from the ocean of nothingness. The world of one person actually still exists on the ocean of nothingness, but at the same time it is also carried by the door of truth. This is a special state. Of course, the world of one person is indeed a refined Euro trademark by Lin Meng using the door of truth, there is no doubt about it. Now even if one person in the world regrets his pan-consciousness, it is useless. Of course, the pan-consciousness of the one-person world does not have this kind of regret. Moreover, it is exactly what Lin Meng said. After being accommodated and carried on the door of truth, promotion and growth in the world of one person will be easier than before. After all, the Japanese world is a fertile land just developed by Lin Meng. He will naturally sow and cultivate with heart. Extract a portion of the original power of the world. Lin Meng waved his hand, and the door of truth shrank and returned to his hand. At the same time, he perceived the one-person world that carried it. Without destroying the origin of one person's world, a portion of the origin of the world is extracted from it. Moreover, this extraction of the original power of the world is not a one-time deal. From now on, every once in a while, the one-person world will give birth to some original power due to its own operation and changes in the world. At this time, Lin Meng can extract a portion of the original power of world 740. And it will not destroy the origin of the world. If it is to violently extract the original power of the world, then the origin of the world is destroyed and shrunk, and the world itself may enter destruction, making it even less likely that a new origin power will be born. Lin Meng will not do this kind of thing for the time being. With the current situation after promotion, martial arts evolution methods are widely spread in the world, I can extract a piece of the original power in the world of one person in less than half a year. Carefully sensing the situation of one person's world carried on the door of truth, Lin Meng smiled and was very happy in his heart. If it were a world without preaching, the one-person world before promotion would definitely not be like what it is now. Moreover, this is only a one-person world. There is also the pirate world, which Lin Meng plans to also host on the Gate of Truth. At the same time, he also has the information coordinates of 13 worlds in his hand, and these worlds will be the direction of his strategy in the future. As the door of truth carries more and more worlds, then, Lin Meng will gain a steady stream of world origin power. In addition, after preaching to these worlds, the cultivation results returned by the practice of sentient beings. Lin Meng estimated that in the future, he would not be short of training resources needed to reach the 4th, 5th, or even 6th level of the 9-turn immortality method. The Great Dao Aquarius is still 1/5 short of being filled again. After extracting the power of the world from one person's world and storing it in the Great Dao Aquarius, Lin Meng sensed its capacity. Today, the Great Avenue treasure vase is still short of 1/5 of its capacity and can be filled. By then, Lin Meng's Law Soul should also have completed his cultivation, and he can try to break through the 4th revolution and reach the realm of high-dimensional life forms that truly belong to immortals, gods, and demons. Wait until you break through to the 4th level, then investigate the weird world of Hokage. Lin Meng recalled the weird Hokage world he noticed on the Void Ocean before, and made a decision in his mind. To be on the safe side, he decided to wait for a breakthrough before dealing with it. At the 4th level, reaching the point of being reborn with a drop of blood, his life-saving ability will be promoted again. At that time, you will be able to deal with the strange and unknown Hokage world with ease. After all, in this vast world on the ocean of nothingness, life is the first priority. Only by living can you have a future. Although until now, Lin Meng has yet to meet anyone who can threaten his life. But all this is because of his extreme caution. After all, even when faced with the evolutionary space of weak chickens hidden in a one-person world, he only came across the border after investigating the situation in detail. It's time to go back to the pirate world. However, before that, let's expand the Dao domain to the world of one person. Lin Meng thought. In the chaotic space where the gate of truth holds the world of one person floats quietly in the chaotic space, and next to it is the virtual world realm. Then Lin Meng thought, and the power of the Tao realm spread to the world of one person, covering the world of one person. After completing these, the portal to all realms appeared in front of Lin Meng. Opening the portal to all realms, Lin Meng returned to the pirate world of Hongmeng Island. After a while, his figure appeared in the song and dance palace, listening to the singing of the singer Yuta and admiring the dance of the maids. After further training at Wano-kuni, even Nico Robin learned the geisha dance. Follow Kojiki Hiri who came to Hongmeng Island, dress up in dance clothes and perform a dance for Lin Meng. At this time, the human world. The sentient beings in the world have no idea that not long ago, Lin Meng refined the entire world of one person and carried it on the door of truth. Faced with the sudden departure of Taoist Lin Meng, all countries and forces in the world are both happy and a little panicked. I'm happy because Daezu Lin Meng put too much pressure on them. Now that Daezu has left, the leaders of these countries and forces can't help but breathe a sigh of relief. But everyone also knows that Daezu just left, not dead. The reason for panic is that Godzilla, the natural ecological balancer, is wreaking havoc in the Eagle country. No country or force knows who will be the next country and region to be ravaged by the nuclear Godzilla. The people in power in various countries and forces feel very panic when faced with this kind of fate that they can only wait for unknown. And just then, suddenly, the world for one person is day or night. At this moment, they are all illuminated by the phantom of the gate of truth that shines brightly in the sky. The next moment, everyone knew the existence of the virtual world Dao realm in their minds, and at the same time understood the method of entering. Virtual world, damn, I can actually witness the virtual world in my lifetime. Wake up, this is a virtual world created by Daezu. It is definitely different from the world you imagine using a computer to play games. I don't care, as long as it's a virtual world, Daezu is cheating. Ugly people are still excited, but handsome people have already entered the Tao realm, delayed delivery, Daezu is always a god, and he can actually open up a virtual world. Such a great creation, I love Daezu to death. With the virtual world and Tao domain information, it is known to everyone in the world. Suddenly, on the internet, countless netizens danced with their hands and feet, yelled and screamed with excitement. And faced with the sudden appearance of the virtual world Tao domain that everyone can enter, officials of various countries and various forces are also having intense discussions within themselves. Everywhere is connected to the company headquarters. The virtual world is really unimaginable. To open up the world, the great power of Taoist ancestors cannot be fathomed. Mobilize the currently idle power and enter the Dao realm with all your strength. This will be a new opportunity. The directors and responsible persons of the company discussed in amazement, and then Chairman Zhao Fangxiu made a decision in a serious voice. What should we do with the giant beasts over there in Eagle Country? Could we be next? Someone asked at this time. I estimate that Eagle Country is the last wave. Have you noticed that the giant beast called Nuclear Godzilla is wreaking havoc in the Eagle Country to a much greater extent than in the island country? And according to the information previously obtained from the nuclear explosion Godzilla, it is only responsible for maintaining the natural ecological balance of this wave, and it should be nearing its end now. As for the next wave, as long as we stick to the bottom line and don't mess around like the Island Nation and the Eagle Nation, we shouldn't be attacked by the nuclear Godzilla. Among the top management of Nadutong, a Grandmaster Intelligence Analyst analyzed rationally. Well, that's true. It makes sense, I hope so. We can't all enter the Dao realm. We still have to leave some people behind to pay attention to the nuclear explosion of Godzilla. Listening to the analyst's analysis, the directors and heads of the company nodded and talked to each other. And as people in the one-person world enter the Tao realm with their spiritual bodies, immediately he met someone who had already entered the pirate world of Dao realm. At first, people in the one-person world thought that people in the pirate world were NPCs in the virtual world and the realm. However, soon after discovering the truth, people in the world of one suddenly became excited. Because in the one-person world, there are animations related to the pirate world. Damn it, these are all people from the pirate world. How is this possible? That's red hair. It's actually red hair, whoa. It's rare to see many strange things. Since Daezu can open up a virtual world, it should be very reasonable to use this great power to create a pirate world. It makes sense, but it still feels outrageous. The characters in the anime actually appear in front of you. So, could we also be characters in a certain anime? People in the one-man world were shocked after seeing the characters in the pirate world, and some even began to think about philosophical issues. Holy shit, that's Ant, right? That's definitely Ant, she's so big, so fat, so fat. As soon as Zhang Hulan entered the Dao domain, he noticed the ant eating a huge cake in front of his eyes. His eyes widened and he was dumbfounded. At this moment, Yin Ma was eating and drinking too much in the Tao realm. It's because she suffers from Cyreia. With the emergence of the virtual world Adodo in the world of pirates for many years, some people have also developed strange uses of the Tao realm. For example, the Big Mom pirates deal with the problem of Big Mom's thinking disorder. Whenever the ant suffers from Cyrexia, she will be sent to the Taoist realm by her children. Cure Anti-Euro trademark S Cyreia through 100% simulated sweets in the Taoist realm. This is also the reason why Zhang Hulan could see the overeating ant as soon as she entered the Tao realm. Boy, can you say what you just said again? After eating a lot of virtual sweets, the ant regained some of her sanity and looked at Zhang Hulan fiercely. I said, Ant, you are so beautiful, so pretty, and you have an elegant figure. Zhang Hulan was frightened by the ant's fierce gaze and quickly rejected Billion's compliment. Haha, yes, boy, you are very discerning. I have decided that you will be my 44th husband. Having just finished the dessert, the ant had recovered from her syphoria. She was in a very good mood, and with Zhang Hulan's compliments, she spoke directly. Ah? No. Looking at the ant's huge body, Zhang Hulan's face turned livid. This is just a part of what happens in the Tao realm. More and more people from the one-person world are entering the Tao realm and meeting people from the pirate world. Various shocking and outrageous events are constantly happening. Chapter 84. I didn't expect that Daezu came from the world of pirates. No, why couldn't it be Daezu who created the pirate world? No matter what, Dao ancestor is supreme, it is not something we mortals can speculate on, so don't say too much. It's a pity that this pirate world is too broken. Otherwise, relying on the familiar plot, maybe we can get some benefits from powerful people like the Four Emperors Admiral. The high-end combat power in One Piece world is so strong, there are so many. That's for sure. Daezu has been preaching to the pirate world for many years, but our world has only been preaching for a short time. In the world of one person, people who enter the Dao realm are shocked when they learn about the pirate world in the Dao realm. And with in-depth understanding and more information, they have a greater respect for Daezu and a deeper understanding of Daezu's powerful Yamato power. As for Lin Meng, in Kaida, pirate world Hungmen Island Queen, Lin Meng listened to music and dance, and took a short rest. Just keep busy. He first brought the pirate world into the Gate of Truth. Lin Meng has been promoted twice in the world of pirates before, and Liu's control of the world of pirates is far greater than that of one person. Therefore, there were no surprises in the process of incorporating the pirate world into the space on the Gate of Truth. Good. Lin Meng looked at the pirate world held on the Gate of Truth and nodded. A portion of the world's origin power was extracted from the origin of the pirate world and stored in the Dao Aquarius. Then, Lin Meng looked at the world of one person, the world of pirates, and the virtual world carried on the Gate of Truth. After thinking for a while, he had an idea in his mind. A Euro trademark S time to take advantage of this opportunity to plan the space on the Gate of Truth that holds the world. Lin Meng whispered. At the same time, he looked towards Hongmeng Island in the pirate world. A thought came to my mind. A vast force instantly enveloped the entire Hongmeng Island. Later, Lin Meng directly lifted Hongmeng Island out of the pirate world. Under Lin Meng's vast power, even after leaving the pirate world, the interior of Hongmeng Island did not change at all. Looking at Hongmeng Island, Lin Meng used the immortal demon artifact refining technique to refine Hongmeng Island. At the same time, some of the inscription arrays that Lin Meng realized were inscribed on the Hongmeng Island where Zhenzhe was refining. This makes Hongmeng Island, even without space fragments like the Lord God, such extremely high-quality materials. However, after the final refining was successful, it actually reached the level of an immortal weapon. Although Lin Meng hasn't broken through yet. Therefore, even if Hongmeng Island reaches the level of immortal weapons, it is still the weakest among the immortal weapons. But after all, it is not comparable to the best magic weapons. After being refined, Hongmeng Island can be used as a dojo or as a weapon to hit people and carry out attacks. At the same time, Hongmeng Island is engraved with many inscriptions and magic circles. Among these inscription arrays, in addition to defensive attacks, most of the other inscription arrays were created by Lin Meng based on the convenience of technology. It can greatly improve his quality of life on Hongmeng Island. Hongmeng Island is placed at the top of the Gate of Truth's holding space. Below Hongmeng Island, there is a virtual world and Tao realm that can cover everything. Down below, there is the location of the real world. For the time being, there are only the pirate world and the one-man world. After refining Hongmeng Island, Lin Meng also placed Hongmeng Island into the Gate of Truth carrying space, and divide the various worlds in the Door of Truth carrying space into location areas. After completing all this, Lin Meng nodded with satisfaction as he looked at the orderly world regions in the Door of Truth carrying space. It's still a little bit worse. The world of the undead, where the souls of all living beings return, should also be created. Lin Meng thought in his mind. Then a soul fruit and an underworld fruit appeared in his hands. The soul fruit comes from Big Mom. Originally, the ant was unwilling to give up this soul fruit. However, after good negotiation with Lin Meng's 7 swords servant, Yin Ma agreed to exchange the soul fruit. As for the underworld fruit, it comes from Brook. Once in the reincarnation pool of all souls, he had the chance to be reborn and become a new human being, so he obtained the underworld fruit in exchange for it. These 2 fruits are both related to the soul. Lin Meng can refer to these 2 devil fruits. Get more knowledge and information about the soul. In this way, we can understand the method of creating a world where the dead die. Both the pirate world and the one-person world also have dark planes that accommodate the undead. However, there is no so-called reincarnation in the dark planes of the 2 worlds. After the undead return to the dark plane, they will not exist for long before they disappear into ashes and become soul fragments, blending into the great cycle of life and death of all spirits in the world. In other words, in the world of pirates and the world of one person, normally, when a person dies, he is completely dead, and there is no such thing as reincarnation. Now, the world that Lin Meng wants to create is a world where the undead can exist for a long time. As for reincarnation, Lin Meng is not interested in doing this for the time being. In his opinion, these undead souls do not need to be reincarnated before their value is fully utilized. You analyzed and comprehended the soul fruit and the underworld fruit, combined with your expectations of the world of the undead, you comprehended a large amount of soul-related knowledge and information, and you suddenly realized you have understood the method of opening up the world of the undead. Method to open up the world of the undead: create a world of the undead that can allow the undead to survive for a long time. Note 1. You can freely transform everything in the world of the undead. Note 2. The opened up world of the dead is equivalent to the real world. The method of opening up the world of the dead. Lin Meng realized the information in his mind and his eyes flashed. The method of opening up the world of the undead. The world of the undead is opened up, and its status is equivalent to the real world that has not completed any promotion. Lin Meng felt something in his heart and realized something. You understand the method of opening up the world of the dead, you have an epiphany. You understand the method of opening up the world a world creation method, you can create a world where normal creatures can be born and grow. Note 1. The world opened can be in the shape of a planet or a plane. Note 2. Depending on the strength used by the developer, the level of the world developed will also be different. According to the method of opening up the world of the dead, Lin Meng easily understood the method of opening up the world. Of course, for the time being, with his strength, he can only open up a planet-type world such as a pirate world or a one-person world. However, this is also a very powerful creation ability. Breathed softly. Lin Meng realized the method of opening up the world of the dead in his mind. In the carrying space of the Gate of Truth, under the area where the pirate world and the one-man world are located, a world of the undead has opened up. This world of the undead connects the world of pirates and the world of one person. The future is not just a world of pirates and a world of one person. Other real worlds that are accommodated and carried on the Door of Truth, and the dead souls in them, will enter this world of the dead. With the opening of the world of the dead, the carrying space of the Gate of Truth is divided into the uppermost Hongmeng Island area. The second level is the area where the virtual world realm is located. The third level, the pirate world and the one-person world, is where the real world is located. The fourth level is the area where the undead world is, where the undead return. Lin Meng looked at the orderly world locations on the Gate of Truth and nodded with satisfaction. If in the future, the world carried on the Door of Truth reaches infinity, then, will one day my Gate of Truth also become a place like the ocean of nothingness in all the worlds? Looking at the world carrying space on the Door of Truth, Lin Meng couldn't help but think. At this moment, he looked at the Door of Truth, and the idea of a euro upgrading it to the point where it could carry all the heavens and worlds arose in his heart. After a while, Lin Meng exhaled gently, calmed down his emotions, and stopped thinking about it. The next step is to make a copy of the secret realm. After calming down a bit, Lin Meng looked at the world of pirates and the world of one person, and directly used the two secret techniques of timeline extraction and secret realm creation. Extract all the major events that have happened in the past in the pirate world and one-person world, as well as the people and objects related to the events, plots, etc. Then Lin Meng added some relevant understanding of game breakthroughs and so on. Take these extracted major events and create copies of the secret realms one by one. In addition, law inscriptions, some Taoist secret techniques, etc. are set in it as rewards for clearing the secret realm copy. Finally, put these secret realm copies into a secret realm tower and place them in the virtual world Adeo domain. At the same time, Lin Meng used spiritual creatures to create secret techniques, creating a tower spirit with a high IQ, and let the tower spirit be responsible for managing the secret tower. Master, don't worry. If the secret realm tower is managed by a small tower, there will definitely be no problems. The small tower spirit of the secret realm tower looked at Lin Meng, patted the tower and assured. Lin Meng nodded. Later, he created a monument of wisdom in the Tao realm. Whenever a new combination of law inscriptions appears, the monument of wisdom in the Tao domain will automatically record it. Not only that, in addition to the novel inscriptions of laws from the wisdom of all living beings, some novel thoughts, experiences, insights, etc. will be recorded on the monument of wisdom. Moreover, the information recorded on this monument of wisdom will be sent to Lin Meng's soul library every once in a while. In this way, Lin Meng will continue to absorb the essence of wisdom born from all living beings through the monument of wisdom. After completing these fabrications and settings, Lin Meng breathed out lightly. I plan to stop here for now. If you find anything missing in the future, just add it. Lin Meng's figure flashed and returned to the Hongmeng Island Song and Dance Palace. Call the singer Yuta and the geisha dancers Robin and Hiri, and enjoy the leisurely listening to singing and dancing. And as time goes by, in the virtual world Adeo domain, all living beings, whether in the world of pirates or the world of one person, are aware of the new secret tower that appears in the Tao realm. Then, facing the familiar copies of the secret realm in the secret realm tower, all the sentient beings in the two worlds became excited. At this moment, in the Dao domain, Su San and Su Si, who had just rescued Zhang Hulan from the Big Mom pirates, looked at Zhang Hulan with a smile. Haha, Chu Lan, you are so powerful. You were noticed by your aunt as soon as you entered the Taoist realm. Su Si held a cigarette in his mouth, laughed, patted Zhang Hulan on the shoulder, and joked. Auntie is the top powerhouse in the pirate world. In fact, if Chu Lan can sacrifice herself, she might be able to get more gains and growth from Auntie. Su San raised the glasses frame on the tip of his nose and said in a serious analysis. Stop talking, this time I really got into Grandma's house. Zhang Hulan squatted down and covered his face, feeling embarrassed. He paused for a moment and said, however, this time I obtained important information. Daezu is about to give his second lecture in the pirate world, explaining the method of breaking the limit of the 5th level of foundation building and reaching the realm of source pills. Zhang Hulan said proudly. This is the information he obtained at the expense of his appearance. Chu Lan, we have known this information for a long time. Su San said lightly. Ah. Zhang Hulan was confused. Su Si took a puff of cigarette and said, however, in our world, there are not many people who can reach the 3rd level of foundation establishment. There shouldn't be such an urgent need to pursue the pill condensing limit breaking method to break through the source pill realm, right? Not necessarily. Su Sandeo said, but Daezu's second sermon should be in the pirate world. It is useless for us to care. Perhaps, Dao ancestor will change his plan to enter the Dao. Zhang Hulan said. This is not something we can speculate on. Su Si said, by the way, where is the baby? She went to challenge the secret realm dungeon that just appeared. Su San said lightly. Damn it, I've heard about it too. It's the secret realm of the 8-wall naval battle between Pirate King Roger and Golden Lion, right? Zhang Hulan said in surprise. That's right, this is Daezualai. He actually made this legendary naval battle into a secret copy. It's so powerful. Su San took a deep breath and said slowly. Damn it, although Sister Baoer is very strong, most of the people who enter this secret realm of naval battles are strong men from the pirate world. Can she do it? Zhang Hulan stared in surprise. Su Si smiled and said, it's okay. Even if you die in the Dao realm, you will only consume your mental power at most, and you will be weak for a period of time in reality. Except for the secret realm of the Battle of Etwall, there is also the Valley of the Gods battle secret realm of the former Overlord Rock's pirate, slave liberator Fisher Tiger climbs the Red Line, the secret site of the Emancipation event in the newly appeared Secret Realm Tower. There are many Secret Realm copies made from famous past events in the pirate world. Not only that, there are famous battles that have happened in the history of our world, as well as some major events that occurred in the Jiashan Eight Wonders Rebellion in the alien world. Copies of the Secret Realm were also made. Chu Lan, your grandfather Zhang Huai may be in a secret realm. Su San squinted his eyes and said lightly. My grandfather? Zhang Hulan fell silent. Yes, although there is still little information available at present, the characters appearing in these Secret Realm copies are lifelike, just like real people. Su San Kaida. This is Daezualai. Who can tell clearly whether the people in the Secret Realm copy are alive or dead? Maybe it's just a scene from the past. Su Si stopped smoking, looked up at the sky, and sighed. At this moment, not only Su San, Su Si, but also Zhang Hulan and the others sighed at the appearance of the Secret Realm copy. Regarding the new Secret Realm Tower that appeared in the Dao domain, as well as the historical figures and major events in the Secret Realm Tower that were familiar to the people of the two worlds, people in both worlds were numb and could only marvel at the boundless power of the Dao ancestor. Chapter 85. In the virtual world a Dao domain. The Secret Realm Tower stands in the huge city within the Dao domain. At this moment, a large number of people from both worlds gathered near the Secret Realm Tower. There are even more powerful people who can be called names. That's Fire Fist Ace. I heard that he joined the Whitebeard Pirates and became the captain of the second team. That's the Whitebeard Pirates. Even in today's world, they are still a dominant pirate force in the second half of the Grand Line. I remember that Fire Fist Ace just entered the secret realm of Eight Wall Sea battle, and came out so quickly. Did he pass through the secret realm? I don't know, the secret realm of Eight Wall Sea battle is very difficult. Among the crowd gathered near the secret tower, some people from the pirate world noticed Ace walking out of the secret tower and exclaimed. Because Fire Fist Ace is the fastest rising pirate newcomer in recent years. At the same time, he is also the captain of the second division of the Whitebeard Pirates, the most powerful among the pirate forces in the pirate world today. So no matter where he goes, Fire Fist Ace attracts a lot of attention. That's Fire Fist Ace in the pirate world. Unexpectedly, he joined the Whitebeard Pirates and became the captain of the second team. Zhang Hulan, who followed Su San and Su Si to the Secret Realm Tower to find Feng Bao Bao, noticed Fire Fist Ace walking out of the Secret Realm Tower and said in surprise. 753 Well, that's true. Maybe it's fate. He has just entered the secret dungeon of the Eight Wall Sea battle. He should be looking for his biological father, Roger, the Pirate King, right? Su Si smoked a cigarette and said. It's very possible, but it's none of our business. Now that Dazu exists in the pirate world, it has long been changed beyond recognition. Coupled with the fact that there are some One Piece anime in our world, information related to the original One Piece world will definitely flow into the hands of these powerful people and forces in the pirate world. So, things like the original Summit War in the pirate world should never happen again. Su San squinted his eyes and said calmly. That's right, and it's not something we little people should think about. Zhang Hulan said with a smile. Ace. Hongmeng Island, Lin Meng noticed the situation in the Tao domain with a trace of his mind. I saw Fire Fist Ace who had just walked out of the secret tower. Lin Meng suddenly recalled that he had to arrange a disaster for Ace. He made some calculations. Given the current development of the pirate world, the original probability of Summit War occurring was only 50%. And as time goes by, the probability of occurrence becomes lower. Because there are anime plots related to the pirate world in the one-person world. With the exchange of people from the two worlds in the Tao realm, the relevant plot information of the One Piece anime will definitely be known to the powerful people in the pirate world. By then, the Whitebeard Pirates will definitely be on guard after learning about Blackbeard Marshal Ada Teacher Euro trademark's ambitions and information related to the Summit War. Blackbeard Teach may even die before he can escape. By then, the probability of Summit War happening will be almost zero. At that time, if he wanted to arrange another disaster for Ace, it might take Lin Meng a little time to think about it. And Ace has no right to let Lin Meng waste more time on him. However, he had decided to send Ace a disaster as punishment for disrespecting the Taoist ancestor. So Lin Meng thought a little. I also sensed the content of the Great Dao Aquarius. There is still some source energy left, and the aquarium will be filled again. It's just a little bit better, just right. Follow the Summit War, conduct a small harvest, and fill up the chest. By then, my third turn Lao Yuan Shen realm should be almost complete. Lin Meng thought for a moment, deduced it again, and had an idea in his mind. With a wave of his hand, a devil fruit suddenly appeared in his hand. This is dark fruit. Not long ago, he was discovered by a group of pirates. Then through the secret skill balance, dark fruit was exchanged for Daoziu's secret skill. Seeing the dark fruit in his hand, Lin Meng glanced at it and checked the situation of the dark fruit. You have analyzed and understood dark fruit. You have obtained a lot of information about darkness, black hole devouring and other related information. You have had an epiphany and you have understood the dark absorption technique. A dark absorption technique, create a darkness, and all objects shrouded in darkness can be absorbed and enter the dark space. You have deeply analyzed and understood dark fruit, you have an epiphany, you have understood the law of darkness, 1%, for a moment. Lin Meng's perception left dark fruit. After analyzing and comprehending, he understood the darkness absorption technique. However, compared to the dark absorption technique, Lin Meng is more satisfied with the large amount of knowledge and information related to darkness and black holes obtained from the analysis of dark fruit. And comprehend the dark laws touched from dark fruit. Dark absorption technique. Blackbeard teach. Lin Meng whispered softly. If you want Ace to hit the disaster and summit war to break out, then Blackbeard teach will be the key figure. In the realm, Lin Meng's spiritual mind found Marshal D. Teach, who was following the members of the Whitebeard pirates and staying near the secret tower, but was not exposed yet. Lin Meng provided some guidance and planning. Marshal D. Teach soon accidentally learned about the original pirate timeline from some people in the one-man world. After hearing the news, Teach's face turned pale with fright. No, I have to save myself. Marshal D. Teach gritted his teeth. He knew that since he could easily obtain this information, then sooner or later one day, everyone in the Whitebeard pirates will know information about the original pirate timeline. By then, he will be finished. So Teach decided to enter the secret tower and have a try. No matter what he gained, after this time, he decided to leave the Whitebeard pirates. After Teach entered the secret realm tower, he struggled to complete a secret realm instance and obtained the dark absorption technique under Lin Meng's water release. Dark absorption technique. This is the powerful Taoist secret technique. Ha 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 ha, thief, until God dies, my time as Blackbeard has come. Marshal Ada Teach looked up to the sky and laughed, excited. At the same time, he recalled in his mind the plot of the original One Piece anime that he had learned from people in the One World. Thinking of Summit War, Blackbeard Teach had an idea in his mind. Lin Meng glanced at Teach and didn't pay much attention. Now the main and supporting characters of the Summit War disaster have gathered together. Lin Meng looked at the pirate world held on the Gate of Truth. With a thought, some changes occurred in the internal operating rules of the pirate world. The disaster of Ace Summit War was determined from possibility to necessity. A trademark S time for the pirate world to speed up. Lin Meng looked at the pirate world and thought in his heart. Originally, it was because there was no way to travel to other worlds. Lin Meng was trapped in the single pirate world, in order to better harvest the original energy from the pirate world. The trademark SY came up with the idea of a using fateful protagonists like Ace and Luffy to promote huge wars and catastrophes in the pirate world, and to harvest all sentient beings after preaching. However, plans cannot keep up with changes. Now Lin Meng owns the 10,000 Worlds portal. Not only has he mastered the new one-person world, but also has the information coordinates of 13 worlds to be developed. The importance of the originally only world of pirates was clear in his mind. And today, Lin Meng has more ways to harvest source energy. It only promotes disasters in a single world and harvests the fruits of sentient beings' cultivation. For him now, it takes a long time and is not efficient. It can only be used as a supplementary means to obtain when the original energy is lacking. And now, after carrying the pirate world to the Gate of Truth, and completely mastering the pirate world, Lin Meng discovered that after fully mastering the pirate world, he could speed up time in the pirate world. So now, he plans to speed up the time in the pirate world. Not just for Summit War to break out as scheduled. At the same time, a huge war was triggered that affected the entire pirate world. In this way, after completing this harvest, Lin Meng estimates that his Avenue treasure bottle will be overflowing again. At the same time, with sufficient source energy as a cultivation resource, the wisdom laws at the core of the Lao Yuan Shen Lord will also reach perfection faster. Think briefly. Before accelerating to the world of pirates, Lin Meng decided to spread the word about the method of breaking through the limits of foundation building in his second scheduled sermon. Plans Kana trademark T keep up with changes. The current situation is not suitable for his second sermon in the pirate world. Moreover, Hongmeng Island was moved out of the pirate world by him, and it was placed at the top of the world space where the Gate of Truth carries the world. No matter how strong a fifth-level island-destroying expert from the pirate world is, he cannot transcend the pirate world and go to Hongmeng Island to listen. Therefore, Lin Meng planned another method to spread the Dan condensation limit-breaking technique that broke through the fifth level of foundation establishment and reached the source Dan realm. Break through the secret realm. Lin Meng said softly. With a thought, a secret breakthrough realm was formed in the Tao domain and in the uppermost space of the secret realm tower. As long as someone challenges and passes through the secret realm, they will obtain the limit-breaking method of condensing pills to break through the 5th level of foundation building and reach the realm of source pills. After completing the settings for breaking through the secret realm. In the Dao domain, the secret realm tower 0.6 emits a bright light. Anyone who noticed this bright light on the secret realm tower was illuminated by the information radiation and instantly obtained information about breaking through the secret realm. Break through the secret realm. Tao Ancestor is merciful. In this way, as long as you can pass the test of breaking through the secret realm, you will be able to get a way to break through to the Source Dan realm. Didn't Taoist ancestors preach? The most just thing is that Taoist ancestors don't preach. After all, now that the alien world has joined, and Azu is preaching in the pirate world, what will happen to the alien world? Going to the alien world to speak again? ETA Euro trademark S simply impossible, a Euro that's right, and with the breakthrough of the secret realm, it's not just these 5th order island destroying powerhouses who will benefit now. All of us will benefit as long as we have the opportunity to break through to the 5th order island destroying level. After learning the information about the secret realm breakthrough on the secret realm tower, everyone in the pirate world became excited and said excitedly. With the exchange with the one-person world, based on the alien characteristics that originally existed in the one-person world, the people in the pirate world called the one-person world the alien world. Facing the secret breakthrough that appeared on the secret realm tower, the strong men in the alien world were also very excited, and they all shouted for the justice of Dao Ancestor. And Lin Meng, after completing the settings for breaking through the secret realm, he looked towards the pirate world, and with a thought, the time in the entire pirate world was instantly accelerated by him. Chapter 86. Under the control of Lin Meng. In the space where the gate of truth carries the world, time in the pirate world is accelerated. However, the sentient beings in the world are not aware of this at all. Even some strong men whose strength reached the 5th order island destroying limit were aware of it. But under the power of the pirate world's own operation, these strong men will automatically ignore the abnormalities they notice. This is the power from the pirate world itself. Lin Meng just pushed it a little bit. Now, after completely controlling the pirate world, Lin Meng can control the time in the pirate world to move forward at will, or even turn back the time in the pirate world. Turning back the time of the entire world is something Lin Meng could not do even after he understood the secret of turning back time. After all, if you want to turn back time in the world, you need to turn back the time of everyone and everything in the world. But now, when the pirate world was carried on the gate of truth and completely controlled by Lin Meng, if he wants to turn back time in the pirate world, it will be an easy thing for him to do. However, Lin Meng currently has no interest in turning back time in the pirate world. Even the so-called blank history of the pirate world 800 years ago cannot attract the current strength of Lin Meng. Compared to the past, Lin Meng is more optimistic about the future of the pirate world after he preaches to the world and is transformed by him. That'll be fine. Watching the time speeding up in the pirate world, Lin Meng nodded gently. Then his figure flashed and appeared on Hongmeng Island, Dao Ziyingbing. The door of truth also shrank to the size of a palm and fell into his hands. Lin Meng glanced at the space holding World 08 on the gate of truth and confirmed that everything was normal. He closed his eyes and breathed softly. The Avenue treasure bottle appeared and floated above his head, pouring down the original energy in the bottle. Lin Meng's innate Hunyuan body absorbed the original energy pouring from the Dao Aquarius without any waste. After these original energies were absorbed into his body, under the guidance of Lin Meng's spirit of law sitting cross-legged in the soul library, it becomes the material to understand the power of the law of wisdom. And when Lin Meng practiced and understood the law of wisdom, in the pirate world where time is accelerated, Blackbeard Teach, who obtained the dark absorption technique, for his own ambitions and to completely cut off the ties with the Whitebeard pirates. He has randomly killed a cadre of the 2nd Division of the Whitebeard pirates. Then he directly escaped from the Whitebeard pirates, became independent, and established the Blackbeard pirates. As for the Whitebeard pirates, the old Whitebeard was furious when Teach killed his companions. Now Whitebeard practices Haki martial arts, and his strength has reached the limit of the 5th level island destruction level. Coupled with the fact that he has developed shock fruit, which can superimpose shock power, the destructive power of his full attack far exceeds the 5th level island destroying level. It is also because of this that it is impossible to directly exchange devil fruit with Daazul like Marine Marshal Admiral, and then exchange it for the corresponding ability secrets. Whitebeard never spun off shock fruit. Even so, with demon fruit power and a weakness of being afraid of seawater and sea stone, Bai Huiyu is now the top weakling in the pirate world. In the dojo arena, Whitebeard has yet to lose in one-on-one battles with other pirate emperors or Marine Marshal Admiral. However, the Whitebeard pirates were unlucky and failed to find the All Souls reincarnation pond. So Whitebeard didn't get the chance to be reborn. However, relying on the efforts of the sons he collected, he obtained some secret techniques from the secret balance that can recuperate the body and extend life. Through these Taoist secret techniques, the old Whitebeard can still maintain the peak state of his strength. Dad, Teach committed an unforgivable crime by killing his companions. He asked me to bring him back. Ace looked at Whitebeard and said seriously. Ace, you have read the information from the alien world. I will never allow you to hunt down Teach. Whitebeard refused directly. Dad, this time is different. I am now several times stronger than what was reported in the intelligence. According to Haki martial arts classification, the strength reaches the 4th level of city destruction level. Moreover, Teach doesn't have the dark fruit ability this time, and with the advanced vigilance, I will definitely be able to catch Teach this time. Ace said confidently. He already knew the plot of the original One Piece anime from the alien world. But Ace's naturally brave character gives him a certain degree of confidence. He can be sure that his current strength is definitely far superior to the unlucky Ace in the original One Piece anime. Conqueror's Haki is proficient in it, and also has the secret technique of lava fire obtained by exchanging Maramara fruit with the secret scale. This is similar to the lava fire of Marine Admiral Akainu. Plus, Teach doesn't a Euro trademark T have dark fruit this time, so Ace is confident that he can a Euro trademark T roll over again. Ace, with a tough attitude, convinced Whitebeard to drive a speedboat alone and start chasing Blackbeard Teach. The pirate world quickly reaches Sea Circle Calendar 1520 due to time acceleration. East Blue, Luffy, the Straw Hat Boy from Windmill Village, also started his adventure as a pirate man at the same time. As Haki martial arts spread, it has developed over the years. In the entire pirate world, the balance between the various forces has reached the edge of getting out of control. World government, having regained some of its strength, wants to rule the world again. Naval headquarters, under the leadership of Marine Marshal Sengoku, listened to the instructions but not the propaganda. Although suppressed by some world governments. But because it was the force closest to Lin Meng when he was preaching to the world. The top combat forces of the naval headquarters, the marshals and admirals exchanged devil fruit to obtain the Dazu secret technique that is most suitable for them. As a result, naval headquarters is no longer afraid of the world government in terms of its top combat capabilities. The Revolutionary Army has secretly controlled most of the world. Even the Grand Line has many areas under the control of the Revolutionary Army. Among the pirate forces, the 3 pirate emperors maintained fragile stability. But as the pirates who grow up in the new era continue to attack, the original pirate power structure will inevitably be reshuffled. The fragile balance between the world government, naval headquarters, the Revolutionary Army, and the pirate emperor only needs one fuse to explode. And soon after Straw Hat Luffy went to sea. Ace, who is chasing the Blackbeard pirates, is about to meet Blackbeard. Kali Eurosuck as time flows. Gradually, with every breath Lin Meng took, there was more and more mysterious charm hidden in it. The figure of Lin Meng sitting cross-legged looks more and more charming, and the aura of law full of wisdom flows on him. In Lin Meng's soul library, from where he practiced until now. No matter it is the beginning, the medical knowledge obtained through reading is condensed into a soul book. It is also a soul book condensed from the knowledge related to various devil fruit abilities obtained by analyzing devil fruit. And other soul books condensed from all kinds of knowledge and information he learned and understood through various methods. At this moment, with the gradual perfection of Lin Meng's law, the core law of the inner master of the soul, and the law of wisdom, all these soul books in the soul library started to turn over quickly and automatically from scratch. Countless pieces of knowledge and information converge into a long river of knowledge, flowing around the law soul sitting cross-legged in the soul library. After a while, Lin Meng's law primordial spirit emits a mysterious and perfect light. At this moment, the main core law in the law of wisdom that he understood finally reached perfection. It's complete. Lin Meng slowly opened his eyes and exhaled softly. Get up and stretch your body. At this moment, your body and mind feel extremely comfortable. Well, there are new breaths on Hongmeng Island, Kaya, Lily, and Lu Linglong from the alien world. Lin Meng's perception covered the entire Hongmeng Island, and he noticed that there were new people being picked up by the All Souls reincarnation pool. Perceiving carefully, you can see the flowing blonde hair from the world of pirates, the big bear, Kaya with a gentle personality, and Wei Wei with long aqua hair and a tall figure. As well as the alien world, the cute pink-haired Lu Linglong. At this moment, Kaya, Wei Wei, and Lu Linglong are adapting to the environment on Hongmeng Island with the help of seniors like Yuta and Robin. Good. Lin Meng nodded. There are too few people on Hongmeng Island, but Lin Meng is also very satisfied with the fact that new people are constantly being attracted to the All Souls reincarnation pool, adding to the popularity of the island. What's more, they are all pretty girls. Every time I finish practicing, I can see pretty and lovely girls, and I can also listen to singing and dancing. This life is so pleasant. In his view, practicing to become stronger is not only to pursue eternal life, but also to enjoy life better and more comfortably. End the practice and walk out of Daizua Palace. Lin Meng came to the Song and Dance Palace and enjoyed 3 days of listening to music and dancing 473 leisurely, indulging in the gentle countryside. 3 days later. Lin Meng's spiritual thought left in the gate of truth sent a prompt. Taking out the door of truth, he checked the situation in the pirate world with a faint smile on his face. Is it started? In Lin Meng's perception. At this moment, the situation in the pirate world can be said to be triggered at the drop of a hat. As was his original fate, Ace fell into Blackbeard Teach's trap again and was sold to naval headquarters. Marine Marshal Sengoku, because the strength of naval headquarters has greatly increased now, also wants to take the initiative to attract the Whitebeard pirates. By wiping out the Whitebeard pirates, we prove to the world that the naval headquarters is powerful and that the Marines can maintain the stability of the sea. Of course, Marine Marshal Sengoku also knew Blackbeard Teach's ambitions through the information he obtained through the alien world. Therefore, Marshal Sengoku made preparations in advance and wanted to destroy the Blackbeard Teach group when he destroyed the Whitebeard pirates. As long as Blackbeard Teach dares to show up at naval headquarters, don't even think about going back. However, Marshal Sengoku also subconsciously ignored the Revolutionary Army and misjudged some things because of the original pirate intelligence from the alien world. This time, the Revolutionary Army led by Long also planned to intervene in the war. The Revolutionary Army will also completely step onto the stage and declare to the whole world that the Revolutionary Army will overthrow the world government through war violence and achieve the goal of liberating the world. And take advantage of this opportunity to try to attack Marie Joyce, the holy place on the Red Line. Entering the Grand Line, the Straw Hat Pirates are about to arrive at the Sabayati archipelago. Straw Hat Luffy looked at the news report in his hand that Marine was going to publicly execute Ace, with a look of extreme horror on his face. The scenes happening in the pirate world at this moment are all in Lin Meng's perception. After this war, I should be able to harvest enough source energy to break through to the 4th level. Lin Meng made some calculations in his mind and murmured. Moreover, the souls of a large number of creatures and strong men who died in the war will also fill the world of the dead. The undead souls of these powerful men cannot be wasted, they must be utilized. Lin Meng touched his chin, his eyes flashed, thinking. Chapter 87. For Lin Meng, who opened up the world of the undead, the souls of the dead are also a resource. It would be a pity if it cannot be developed and utilized. Especially now, with the current situation in the pirate world. A war that is about to affect the entire world is bound to break out. In this war, many dead souls will definitely be born, and there will definitely be many souls of the strong among them. These dead souls will fill the world of the dead and the details of the world of the dead. The cycle of life and death is a rule that runs through all the worlds. Lin Meng opened up the world of the undead to accommodate the undead in the space where the gate of truth holds the world. Within its space that holds the world, a simple cycle of life and death is constructed, which gives the space on the door of truth greater development potential. This is what Lin Meng noticed when he looked at the world of pirates and reviewed the space on the door of truth. The soul of a living being is different from its spiritual power. The dependence of spiritual power on the material body of living creatures is only the external manifestation of its soul power. The soul of the dead is what the soul is transformed into after the death of a living being. It is the final support for the spiritual will and thinking of the living being. When the dead soul also dissipates, this creature is equivalent to complete death. From now on he will not leave a trace in the world. It turns out that whether it is a pirate world or a one-man world, the souls of the dead cannot survive forever after the death of a living being. It does not take long for them to automatically dissipate and merge into the cycle of life and death of all beings in the world. It's a cycle of life and death. Rather than the cycle of life and death. There is no such thing as reincarnation. Now, Lin Meng is in the world of the dead, although he has no intention of reincarnation. But the world of the dead can allow these souls to exist for a long time. Of course, just like the lifespan of the physical body of living beings, the souls of the dead also have a lifespan. It's just that the lifespan of the dead soul is much longer than the lifespan of the body. Lin Meng sensed that the lifespan of the soul of an ordinary person is twice that of the physical body. The lifespan of the souls of strong men who practice the martial arts he spreads is higher. However, as long as a creature has not broken through to the Source Dan realm and is still within the 5th level of Foundation establishment, the maximum lifespan of a dead soul is only 500 years. ETA Euro trademark S already quite a lot. And even if the dead soul reaches the limit of its lifespan and dies, it will still leave traces of pure soul fragments. Although each dead soul leaves only a tiny bit of soul fragments, when the number reaches a certain level, it becomes a very considerable amount. Of course, if left alone, these soul fragments will naturally dissipate within a short period of time. Lin Meng's perception obtained this information from the world of the dead, and he felt enlightened. You perceive the laws of the existence of the dead souls and the information of the world of the dead. If you understand something, you understand the soul river creation method. A Euro soul river creation method, you can create a soul river in the world of the dead. The soul river will be able to carry the soul fragments of the dead soul after death. Note, as the soul fragments accumulated in soul river reach a certain level, it will be able to give birth to a treasure, soul crystal. Soul crystal, a treasure with extremely high essence, which can be used to nourish and enhance the high-dimensional core, immortals, gods, inner demons, soul river, and soul crystal. Lin Meng whispered. He could have a premonition that this soul crystal was related to his cultivation after breaking through the realm of law and soul and reaching a high-dimensional life form such as the 4th level immortal, god, and demon. Immortal heart, divine heart, demonic heart, etc., these are the high-dimensional core that only the 4th turn realm possesses. Lin Meng sensed the information of the soul crystal and realized that whether it is cultivating immortals, becoming gods, transforming demons, or other methods of cultivation, after reaching a high-dimensional life form, a high-dimensional core will inevitably be born. It's just that Lin Meng hasn't broken through to the 4th level realm yet, and he doesn't know much about this high-dimensional core. But he understood that the high-dimensional core must be very important for the 4th turn realm. Therefore, the soul crystal that can nourish and enhance the high-dimensional core must be an important cultivation resource comparable to the original energy. Call. Lin Meng breathed out lightly. After learning the information about the soul crystal, the importance of the world of the dead increased a lot in his mind. A thought came to my mind. Lin Meng immediately created a soul river running through the entire world of the undead. But now, the world of the dead is still very empty, with not many souls. In addition, these dead souls are the souls of recently deceased creatures in the worlds of pirates and aliens. The souls of the dead still have a lot of life left. This is not okay. Of course, Lin Meng would not end up directly and take the initiative to eliminate these dead souls and forcibly create pure soul fragments. What's more, there is no need for such an extreme approach. Lin Meng made a thought and used the time as the coordinate, adjusting the time flow rate in the world of the dead to 1 to 1 year. 1 year in the world of the dead, Lin Meng's own observer's time is only 1 day. In this case, Lin Meng doesn't need to do anything. At the speed of time in the world of the undead, a large number of soul fragments will soon merge into the soul river, and soul crystals will begin to be born. He can also adjust the passage of time in the world of the dead faster. But in this case, the lifespan of those powerful dead souls will be quickly consumed. Lin Meng has other plans for the powerful souls. After adjusting the time flow rate in the world of the dead, he thought in his mind, as long as the dead souls of the strong are alive, we cannot just let them enjoy the blessings in the world of the dead. For these powerful souls, Lin Meng decided to refer to the method of sending reincarnations to explore strange worlds in the main god space. Select the strong souls from the world of the dead to serve as cannon fodder for him to explore the unknown world. This kind of cannon fodder reincarnation is a single-threaded reincarnation, which is different from the reincarnation that can be recycled in the main god space. Lin Meng once invaded the evolutionary space through the reincarnation of the evolutionary space, obtained its information, and finally captured the fragments of the main god space. He remembered it very clearly. There is this precedent, and it is a precedent that he personally created. Lin Meng must be prepared for similar situations that may occur in the future. Therefore, the reincarnations made from the souls of the strong will become single-threaded cannon fodder reincarnations exploring strange worlds. Lin Meng will take back these reincarnators only after he is sure that there is no harm in the strange world he is exploring. If danger is found, these reincarnations will be abandoned directly. And because it is a single-threaded connection. So even if there is a powerful existence in the strange world that can threaten Lin Meng, it's also difficult to find Lin Meng through these abandoned cannon fodder samsara invasions. In this way, Lin Meng will be safe when exploring a strange world through reincarnation. Be sure of what is in your heart. Lin Meng built a reincarnation hall directly in the center of the world of the dead. Because I had previously analyzed and understood the space fragments of the Lord God as a reference, I quickly built the Samsara Palace. This palace of reincarnation will automatically collect and select the souls of powerful people who meet the standards in the world of the dead and make them into reincarnations. Then according to Lin Meng's needs, these reincarnations are sent to the target world to perform exploration and other tasks. Now that everything is ready, all that remains is to fill the world of the dead with a large number of dead souls. After completing the construction of the Samsara Palace, Lin Meng's perception was withdrawn from the world of the dead and looked towards the world of pirates. He is waiting for this huge war in the pirate world that will affect the entire world. This war can at least fill the world of the dead with millions of dead souls. At this moment, in the pirate world, with Ace captured by Blackbeard Teach, given to Naval Headquarters. The news that Naval Headquarters will publicly execute Fire Fist Ace, the captain of the 2nd Division of the Whitebeard Pirates, instantly spread throughout the pirate world through the news. Red Hair Pirates. The red-haired pirate ship is floating on the sea. The red-haired Shanks looked at the news in his hand and was speechless. Didn't Whitebeard get the information about the original pirate world from the alien world? Why was Ace still caught by Teach? He was also handed over to Naval Headquarters. Shanks is really speechless about Ace at this moment. With the contact with people from the alien world in the Dao domain, the plot of the One Piece anime, which originally did not have the existence of Dao ancestors, has long been known to all parties. Although all forces in the pirate world were surprised by this. But now that Dao Ziu exists, many things have nothing to do with the original One Piece plot. Therefore, All parties only use it as a reference. However, despite knowing the original plot, Ace was actually captured by Blackbeard Teach and handed over to Naval Headquarters. And Naval Headquarters, directly referring to the original plot, plans to publicly execute Ace. This time there are references to the original plot, coupled with the many powerful combat forces that Naval Headquarters has cultivated over the years. Obviously, Naval Headquarters came prepared this time and were determined to eliminate the Whitebeard pirates like in the original plot. Faced with this situation, Gwex also found it very difficult. Shanks feels that this time his face may no longer be as useful as in the original plot. Ben Beckman smoked a cigarette and slowly exhaled the smoke. Shanks, are we going to meet Whitebeard? Shanks shook his head. It's no use, Whitebeard will definitely save Ace. This time, we can only wait for the opportunity to appear again. Shanks, will Luffy break into this summit war this time? Lacey Lu took a bite of a big chicken leg and looked at Shanks. Luffy Shanks looked at the sea in the distance with an incomprehensible expression. With his character, he will definitely save Ace. However, this time, Luffy may not be as lucky as in the original plot. The Whitebeard pirates. On the White Whale pirate ship, there is Whitebeard, who is like a little giant with an upturned crescent beard. Sitting boldly and grandiose on the steps inside the ship, he glanced at the newspaper in his hand, then looked up at the sky and murmured, "Is this destiny?" Dad. Marco, the pineapple head, looked at Whitebeard worriedly. All the officers and members of the Whitebeard pirates also knew the ending of Whitebeard in the original One Piece plot. No Mo Zhao, I originally thought that after learning the original plot of One Piece, Ace would not make the same mistake again, and Father Whitebeard would not suffer that ending again. But now, with the news that Ace will be publicly executed by Naval Headquarters, everyone can't help but think of the ending of the original One Piece plot. Many officers wanted to persuade Whitebeard to give up rescuing Ace. However, no one can say this. Because if Whitebeard could watch his son Ace, whom he had adopted personally, be publicly executed by Naval Headquarters, then he would no longer be Whitebeard. And if you do this, the spirit of unity in the Whitebeard pirates will be completely lost. That would not be the Whitebeard pirates. Goo la la la, sons, don't be afraid, don't worry, you have to remember that Labor is Whitebeard, your father. Whitebeard looked at the sons with gentle eyes, and said with a smile, it's just Naval Headquarters, I, Whitebeard, really want to try it out and see if Marine can still retain Labor this time. As he spoke, Whitebeard waved his fist, using the ultimate Haki martial arts strength, plus his newly developed shock fruit ability that can superimpose shock on power. The power of a punch instantly blasted the sea area in the direction of the punch, blasting out a huge fist mark. All nearby marine surveillance ships were destroyed in an instant. It's still a little bit close. As long as I can break through the current limit of my strength and reach the realm of origin Dan mentioned by Daezu, rescuing Ace will be easy. Whitebeard thought to himself and decided to break into the secret breakthrough realm on the secret realm tower in the realm. Chapter 88. In fact, it's not just Whitebeard who wants to challenge the secret realm and complete the breakthrough before the war. On the Naval Headquarters side, both Marshal Sengoku and the three admirals are also challenging the secret realm breakthrough in the secret realm tower within the realm. Even World Government 5 Elders and King of Celestial Dragons as well as Long, the leader of the Revolutionary Army, and his forces, the powerful men who have reached the 5th level island destroying level are also challenging to break through the secret realm. Everyone knows that no matter who it is, as long as they can break through the current limit of strength first, they will definitely be able to dominate the next war. It can even dominate the future pattern of the pirate world. Lin Meng was also aware of this situation in the pirate world. He smiled and murmured, sure enough, only under the pressure of war can these strong men burst out with greater potential. Facing the impending war, the powerful men from all sides are fighting to get through, and they are not willing to waste a single second of time. Lin Meng looked at these with satisfaction. He didn't interfere either. Because the general situation has been decided, the final war will definitely break out, and no one can change it except him. As for who dies in the war and who lives? Which force was defeated? Which force won the final victory? Lin Meng doesn't care about these trivial things. Even if Ace and Luffy, who could trigger the fuse of this war, are both dead, he will not intervene. For Lin Meng now, he can no longer look at the child of destiny in a mere world. Unless there are special circumstances such as time travelers, system hosts, etc., Lin Meng may pay more attention. For those powerful generals and emperors in the pirate world who have been stagnating at the Destruction Island level for many years, breaking through the secret realm on the secret realm tower is a bit difficult, but it should not be difficult for them. Perhaps, after this huge war in the pirate world, the world of the undead will harvest the souls of some powerful people in the Source Pill realm. When the time comes, we can first use the souls of these powerful people in the Source Dan realm as reincarnations to send them to the changed world of Hokage to investigate the situation. Lin Meng touched his chin, his eyes flashed, thinking. 210 He has always been concerned about the changed Hokage world that he noticed on the Void Ocean before. And he already has several speculations about this changed Hokage world. To be able to cause changes or even promotions in the normal world, there must be something unexpected happening inside the world. Just like after he traveled through time and was reborn in the pirate world, he broke through the limits of the pirate world and preached to the world, making the current pirate world completely different. In the Hokage world, perhaps it is because of the emergence of existences such as time travelers, reborn persons, system hosts, etc. that the Hokage world undergoes changes. Moreover, according to this mutated Hokage world, it is approaching the pirate world with purpose. Lin Meng estimates that the existence that caused the mutation in the Hokage world currently does not have the ability to travel across the world and is trapped in a single world. Therefore, he can only use this way of pushing the world to move and rely on feelings to find other worlds. Of course, these are all Lin Meng Euro trademark S speculations. He still doesn't know what is going on in the mutated Hokage world. Therefore, it is necessary to send cannon fodder reincarnations to the mutated world of Hokage to explore and obtain more information. The ability to travel through other worlds is very special and very rare. In some powerful worlds, even high-dimensional life forms like immortals, gods, and demons are born. But without a way to travel across the world, these high-dimensional life forms can only be trapped in the world where they are. And some mortals with heaven-defying luck have the ability to travel through the world because of opportunities like the Lord God's space fragments, even if they are just mortals with mediocre strength. Lin Meng recalled the information he obtained while analyzing the fragments of the Lord God's space, and his eyes flashed with enlightenment. Lin Meng doesn't know much about the world of Hokage. But he searched for memories related to his past life and Hokage animation information obtained from the alien world. Lin Meng knew that in the world of Hokage, among the Aoite Satsuki clan, there was a being whose strength was close to that of a god. It is rumored that this Aoite Satsuki, whose strength is close to that of a god, may have reached an existence that transcends dimensions and transcends the concept of life and death because he swallowed too many fruits and was constantly reincarnated. If this is true, Lin Meng estimated that the strength of this Aoite Satsuki may be close to or even reach the level of high-dimensional life forms such as gods and demons. It is equivalent to the 9-turn immortality method and the 4th-turn realm he created. So the upper limit of strength that the Hokage world can accommodate is obviously much higher than the pirate world before promotion. The existence that can cause changes in the Hokage world is definitely not weak. So, just to be on the safe side, Lin Meng decided to wait until his strength broke through to the 4th level before he could carefully explore the changed Hokage world. Of course, before that, you can explore and obtain some information about the mutated Hokage world through some cannon fodder reincarnations. The 4th realm. Currently, the core wisdom laws of the Law Yuan Shen Lord have been perfected, and the realm of the Law Yuan Shen is also considered complete. However, the Law Soul can continue to accommodate the 9 kinds of Law power. Lin Meng's eyes flashed and he whispered softly. The realm of the 3-turn Law Yuan Shen only requires the perfection of the main core law, and this realm is considered to be a large and perfect area. However, if you want to do better, continue to understand the power of the perfect law and incorporate it into the soul of the law. 9 is ultimate. The Law Soul can continue to accommodate up to 9 perfect powers of law. Obviously, Lin Meng is a person who pursues more perfection and will not miss the opportunity for the Law Soul to accommodate the power of the 9 laws. What's more, there is a great law power area imprinted on the door of truth. For him, it is easy for the Law Soul to accommodate the 9 kinds of law power. Even, Lin Meng can pick and choose the 9 kinds of law power contained in the Law Soul. Look at the door of truth in your hand. Lin Meng senses the power of the law imprinted on it. Today, because there are many devil fruits as references, the power of laws imprinted on the door of truth has reached more than 300. This is not a simple quantity. Although Lin Meng has not had much contact with beings of the same realm, but he understands that a strong person who has practiced to the level of comprehending the power of laws will definitely not be able to have the luxury of being able to have more than 300 laws of power and choose at will. Many laws and powers have been perfected. Just in time, take advantage of the opportunity to select the 9 kinds of laws that the Law Soul wants to accommodate. After examining the power of the law imprinted on the door of truth, Lin Meng decided in his heart. Therefore, his perception was selecting among the powers of these laws imprinted on the gate of truth. After a while, Lin Meng has selected 9 kinds of law power in addition to the power of the law of mind that has been accommodated. The remaining 8 laws of power are, devouring, time, space, creation, life and death, soul, contract, and force. Time and space, these 2 laws, are definitely the most powerful laws in all the worlds. Being able to easily understand these 2 laws in the world of pirates by referring to the related devil fruit, Lin Meng will definitely not give up. The law of swallowing is related to the 9-turn immortality method that is the foundation of his practice, and the avenue treasure bottle that can swallow and refine everything. Therefore, the devouring law is a must. Besides creation, life and death, and the soul. These three laws of power are related to the cycle of life and death, so they are favored by Lin Meng. As for the contract, this is the power of law he understood from the first contract fruit he obtained. And all the practice methods he created now contain the power of contract. So it was also selected by Lin Meng. Finally, there is the law of force. Lin Meng has carefully understood the law of force, and the law of calendar is related to the nine heavens immortality law. The nine heavens immortality method is the second method of immortality that Lin Meng understood. The method of practice is very simple, which is to constantly open the door to the potential in the body. The nine gates of potential are one layer of heaven, and one can constantly break through them to ascend to the heavens, thus obtaining the practice method of eternal life. This is the method of immortality that uses force to prove the Tao. It seems simple, but without enough perseverance, it is impossible to practice the nine heavens immortality technique to the advanced level. Because the further you go, the harder it is to break through the potential door each time, and the greater the force required. Although he has the 9-turn immortality method as the foundation method, Lin Meng has no intention of giving up the practice of the 9-day immortality method. The two immortality methods can complement each other and enhance combat power. Therefore, the law of force is essential. After selecting the 9 types of law power, Lin Meng breathed a sigh of relief. Seeing that there are still 6 kinds of law power in it, there are still some shortcomings to reach perfection. He had a thought in his mind. Mainly based on the wisdom laws in the law soul, supplemented by the heaven-defying understanding talent, and then under the supply of the original energy in the Avenue Aquarium, we can have an in-depth understanding of the power of the 6 laws that have not yet been perfected. It only took less than a week for Lin Meng to completely comprehend the power of the 6 laws to a perfect level. Later, Lin Meng directly accommodated these 8 selected perfect powers of law into the King of Law Yuan Shen one by one. Lin Meng's law is in the soul. The main core wisdom law is like the main star like a star. Surrounding the main star are 9 perfect laws of power such as mind, time, space, and swallowing, rotating around the laws of wisdom. The realm of law and soul has reached its most perfect state. Lin Meng sensed the 10 perfect laws of power that had reached a state of perfect balance in the law soul, with a satisfied smile on his face. Afterwards, Lin Meng took a breath and practiced the 9 heavens immortality technique. Bang 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 1/2 in an instant, the 6 paths potential doors were opened one by one in Lin Meng's body. After careful perception, he could feel the 27 energy gates throughout his body. Because the 9-turn immortality method and the 3-turn law have reached a perfect state of soul, Lin Meng easily brought the 9 heavens immortality method to the 3rd level of perfection. Now everything is ready, we are just waiting for a breakthrough. Lin Meng thought in his mind. At the same time, he also felt that during this period, a large amount of practice results were fed back and swallowed and refined by the great Dao Aquarius. The original energy consumed by the power of comprehending the law was quickly replenished. It seems that a huge war has broken out in the pirate world. Because the time in the pirate world was accelerated by him. So the outside world, with Lin Meng as an observer, has only been in the past week. But 2 or 3 months have passed in the world of pirates. The summit war has broken out, and it has also caused a huge war that has affected the entire world. This resulted in a massive amount of practice results being fed back during this period of time. At this moment, Lin Meng perceives that in the pirate world, all parts of the world have fallen into war. Lin Meng's eyes flickered, and he directly checked the One Piece world timeline, moved the timeline forward, and played back the summit war that broke out between Beard and Marine. Headquarters. Chapter 89. Soon. The timeline of the pirate world is adjusted by Lin Meng's playback. The scene of the Whitebeard pirates' battle with naval headquarters appeared in his vision. Whitebeard, still dead. Lin Meng narrowed his eyes slightly. In the scene of the One Piece world timeline playback, he soon saw that after Whitebeard rescued Ace, he decisively chose one person to cut off the back and blocked all the combat forces of naval headquarters. Finally died of exhaustion. Whitebeard has previously challenged the breakthrough in the Secret Realm Tower in the Tao Domain, the Secret Realm. In this summit war, Whitebeard not only breaks through the limits, but also enters the realm of Origin Dan. Moreover, the Extreme Realm was sublimated, bursting out into the most powerful state of strength. But, here at naval headquarters, among the 3 admirals, Akainu passed through the Secret Realm and broke through to the Source Dan realm. His strength is only slightly weaker than Whitebeard. At the same time, Marshal Sengoku and Garp also broke through the Secret Realm and entered the realm of Source Dan. Throughout the naval headquarters, there were 3 strong men in the Source Dan realm gathered together. In the Whitebeard pirates, only Whitebeard has reached the Source Dan realm. Faced with this situation, after Whitebeard rescued Ace, he chose to face the entire naval headquarters alone for the sake of his sons of the Whitebeard pirates. In the end, Whitebeard fought to the end and died of exhaustion. This time, after Ace was rescued by Whitebeard, he was thrown directly to the back and escaped. However, Lin Meng, who checked the summit war scene, found that Ace was able to survive this time because Marine Admiral Akainu released the water this time. Not only Ace, but also Straw Hat Luffy, who still wanders into the battlefield. The survival of these two people this time depends entirely on the naval headquarters' highest combat power. And all this happened because of the battle between the Whitebeard pirates and the naval headquarters. The Revolutionary Army, led by Monkey D. Dragon, gathered a very powerful fighting force and attacked the world government headquarters on the Red Line, the Holy Land Marie Joyce. Faced with this complex situation, Marshal Sengoku thought for a moment and decided to spare Straw Hat Luffy's life. After all, if the Revolutionary Army does overthrow the world government, their naval headquarters need to consider how to respond next. And with the original One Piece plot, they all know that Straw Hat Luffy is the son of the leader of the Revolutionary Army, Dragon. And of course the grandson of Marine legend Vice Admiral Garp. Now Garp has broken through to the Source Dan realm. It is an indispensable peak combat power. Therefore, Garp's mood and thoughts are also within the consideration of Marshal Sengoku. Although Red Line was slashed by Taoist Lin Meng's sword, a Tianyuan sword mark was created. But, after all, this is where the original world government headquarters was located. So later the world government re-established the Holy Land next to it. And every year, they worship the Tianyuan sword mark made by Lin Meng's sword next to them to show the respect of the world government and celestial dragons to Dao ancestor. Therefore, the headquarters of the world government and the Holy Land of celestial dragons are still established on the Red Ten continent. After several years of development, the world government and celestial dragons, which have regained some strength, are thinking about passing this summit war, secretly supporting the Whitebeard pirates and weakening the already disobedient naval headquarters. At this moment, the five elders are the highest power in the world government. The ending that I most want to see is that both the Whitebeard pirates and naval headquarters are defeated. In this case, their world government can once again check and control the naval headquarters. To this end, the five elders even plan to send the Knights of God to secretly help the Whitebeard pirates. However, what they didn't expect was, at this time, Monkey D. Dragon unexpectedly led the Revolutionary Army to attack the Red Line with a powerful force that had been secretly developed for more than 10 years. And it was broadcast live to the whole world, openly declaring war on the world government and celestial dragons. If it weren't for the five elders, the highest power in the world government, Venus, who owns the first generation Kaititsu, had a chance to break through to the Source Dan realm by breaking through the secret realm before. In addition, Yumu also broke through to the realm of Origin Dan through breaking through the secret realm. At the same time, the national treasure held by the celestial dragons was used as a threat. This time, the world government and celestial dragons might be sent away in one wave by the Revolutionary Army. However, the Revolutionary Army, which has been developing secretly for more than 10 years, now has 3 strong men in the Source Dan realm headed by Long. Therefore, although this wave failed to send away the world government and celestial dragons, but in this war that was broadcast live to the whole world, the authority of the world government and celestial dragons was completely thrown into the dust. At the same time, the Revolutionary Army's maximum combat strength has not suffered much loss. Moreover, most of the areas around the world controlled by the Revolutionary Army declared their separation from the Celestial Dragon's world government on this day. In an instant, the entire pirate world was controlled by the Revolutionary Army. The power of world government has been greatly weakened. It's just that the world government and celestial dragons are unlikely to want it to end like this. Moreover, the 800 years of Celestial Dragon's world government's foundation have not been completely exhausted. Therefore, soon the power of the world government counterattacked all over the world, and war swept the entire world. Even the Celestial Dragon's world government headed by Im wants to use the power of the national treasure to raise the sea level in the entire pirate world and submerge all islands in the sea except the Red Line. Create a global annihilation disaster, completely cleanse all the resistance forces in the pirate world, and then reopen the world ruled by the Kailong world government. However, because of the remaining power of Taoist Lin Meng, the Celestial Dragon's world government does not dare to make such a world-destroying decision for the time being. In fact, the world government also relied on the national treasure with the ability to destroy the world in the hands of Im, the king of the Celestial Dragons, to force the Revolutionary Army back. And facing such a complicated situation in the entire world today, Marshal Sengoku ultimately decided to remain neutral with the naval headquarters. Anyway, whoever becomes the new world government will definitely need marine and win over the naval headquarters. Therefore, Marshal Sengoku doesn't care who becomes the new world government, he just wants to be Marshal of Naval Headquarters and keep the power of Naval Headquarters. Lin Meng dialed back the One Piece world timeline. Quickly learn about the world of pirates, summit war, and the war that affects the world. I see. War is okay, no matter how many people die, it doesn't matter. But the pirate world is my fertile land for sowing, and I will not allow it to be destroyed by you. Lin Meng looked at Marie Joyce, the holy land of celestial dragons on the Red Line in the pirate world, and thought about it. The national treasure in Im's possession, which had the ability to raise the sea level and flood the entire world, was immediately destroyed. Then Lin Meng sensed that he had withdrawn from the pirate world. The treasure bottle of the avenue is full. Lin Meng had a look of joy on his face. The pirate world has developed for more than 8 years through his preaching. In these years, not only more powerful people have been born. At the same time, even ordinary people use at least the first level of strength because of their daily practice of Haki martial arts. Therefore, as this war spread across the world, a large number of lives died. And every dead creature and the results of Haki's martial arts training will be fed back to Lin Meng. The results of Haki's martial arts practice that were fed back were swallowed and refined by the Dao Aquarius, and turned into the purest source energy. The still somewhat empty Avenue treasure bottle was quickly filled, and the original energy overflowed again. Good. Unfortunately, this method of harvesting the fruits of sentient beings' practice can only be done once in a while. Lin Meng sensed the Avenue treasure bottle where the original energy was overflowing, and nodded with satisfaction. At the same time, he sighed in his heart. After all, it takes time for all living beings to reproduce and grow. However, Lin Meng didn't pay much attention. 0 because he can adjust the flow of time in the world. So, you don't Euro trademark T actually have to wait a long time. Now the realm of Lao Yuan Shen is complete. A Euro Earth source energy accumulated in the Dao Aquarius for breakthrough is also sufficient. You can prepare to break through to the 4th realm and become a high-dimensional life form like immortals, gods, and demons. Lin Meng thought in his mind. But he didn't plan to start a breakthrough immediately. Lin Meng looked at the world of the dead in the door of truth space. At this moment, Whitebeard's soul has been led to the world of the dead. And because Whitebeard was once a strong man in the Source Dan realm, even in the state of a dead soul, his strength is still good. Therefore, he was selected by the Samsara Palace in the center of the world of the dead. Here it is. The Revenant Whitebeard looked around the reincarnation hall with some confusion. You are already dead. However, congratulations, you are lucky enough to be selected as the reincarnator by the reincarnation hall. As a reincarnation, you must perform the tasks issued by the Samsara Palace, but after completing the tasks, you will also receive corresponding reincarnation point rewards. These reincarnation points allow you to improve your strength even in the state of a dead soul. At the same time, they can also be used as trading currency to purchase all items in the reincarnation hall. When your reincarnation points reach a certain level, even if you want to be resurrected and return to the original world, you can achieve it. Soon, the leader of the reincarnation hall looked at the dead soul Whitebeard and informed him of the basic information about the reincarnation hall. Reincarnator. Resurrection, return to the original world. Revenant Whitebeard was a little confused. But after hearing these last words, his dead soul's eyes burst out with dazzling light. That's right, said the guide. This Samsara Palace actually possesses such great power. Whitebeard, the dead soul, murmured. Of course, this is Dazu's creation, the guide said proudly. Dazu. The dead soul Whitebeard was shocked and wanted to say something, but in the end he just sighed and said with emotion, the power of Dazu is really unfathomable. Revenant Whitebeard really didn't Euro trademark T expect that, after his death, he could still hear news about Dazu. And it seems that the soul after his death will work for Dazu. This made the Revenant Whitebeard not know what to say for a moment. Since it was created by Dao Ancestor, then I will be the one who reincarnates. Revenant Whitebeard said without hesitation. Although I feel a little uncomfortable. But he is still convinced by Lin Meng, the Taoist ancestor who has always been a master of the world. What's more, he also longs in his heart to be resurrected and return to the world of pirates. Okay, reincarnation Whitebeard, your next mission is an exploration mission, but before that, you need to complete several trials of exploring the secret realm. The guide said calmly. Okay. Ghost Whitebeard nodded. Whitebeard, with his strength, as a reincarnation, should be able to obtain more information by exploring the changed Hokage world. But it still requires some training in exploring the secret realm copy. Lin Meng retracted his gaze and murmured. In addition to the Revenant Whitebeard, there are many revenants who meet the requirements and are selected by the reincarnation hall to become reincarnations. These reincarnations will undergo training in the secret realm copy. In this process, waste will be eliminated and elites will be selected. Then these elite reincarnations will be sent by the Reincarnation Palace to perform exploration missions in other worlds. Lin Meng has already passed the 13 world information coordinates obtained from the Lord God's space fragments to the Samsara Palace. Although these worlds should not be as dangerous as the mutated Hokage worlds. But he still had to let the Reincarnation Hall dispatch these reincarnations first and investigate the world situation clearly before he would make a decision. Plus. Chapter 90. He withdrew his gaze from the Palace of Reincarnation in the world of the undead. Lin Meng looked at the palm-sized door of truth in his hand, and with a thought, the door of truth automatically disappeared. Adjust for a week first, and then prepare to retreat and break through the 4th realm. Lin Meng thought in his mind. Then he got up, walked out of Daezhou Palace, and relaxed on Hongmeng Island. Because when refining Hongmeng Island, many inscription formations were based on various technological creations that were convenient and enjoyable in the alien world. So now the palace complex in the center of Hongmeng Island. Not only does it have an antique and fairy-like palace appearance. Moreover, there are various facilities and functions inside the palace that are similar to technological creations. Lin Meng first went to the Song and Dance Palace, where he tasted the gourmet desserts carefully made by Nokijao, listened to the new songs of the singer Yuta, and looked at the girls with different styles wearing pleasing costumes and dancing. Later, Ji Meng gave some guidance on the girls' practice. Now, except for the three newcomers Kaya, Wei, and Lu Linglong who have been brought in recently. Whether it is Nokijao or An, their strength has already broken through to the Source Pill realm. After all, as Lin Meng sets up a secret breakthrough realm in the Secret Realm Tower, the method of breaking through to the Source Pill realm will be given as a reward. Nowadays, some of the top combat powers in the pirate world have broken through to the Source Dan realm. As for the alien world, the martial arts evolution method has just been introduced not long ago, and for the time being, even the 5th level island-destroying strongman has not yet been born. But now the breakthrough to the secret realm is in the Secret Realm Tower of the Tao domain. As long as those powerful people in the alien world are given some time, a 5th level island-destroying 387 level existence will definitely be born. Lin Meng speculates that by then, the alien world will also have a catastrophe similar to the huge war in the pirate world, and then reap the harvest. For a week, Lin Meng spent his time in the gentle countryside surrounded by beauties with different postures. A week later, Lin Meng stepped into Daizhou Palace refreshed. Prepare to break through to the 4th turn realm of the 9-turn immortality method. This breakthrough, although it is not like breaking through the world's limit like in the pirate world. However, the difficulty of breaking through is no weaker than breaking through against the world's limits. Not only is it not weaker, it is even stronger. Because this breakthrough is from the limit of mortal world to the level of high-dimensional life forms such as immortals, gods, and demons. Just like in the world of cultivating immortals, those who cultivate immortals overcome tribulations and become immortals. In the fantasy world, the great emperor and the supreme become true immortals. In the magical world, mortals ignite the divine fire, condense the divine personality, ascend to the throne of God, and become immortal gods. This breakthrough will be an unimaginable qualitative change in the level of life. Lin Meng learned this from the information obtained by analyzing the space fragments of the Lord God. Except for a few very powerful worlds. In most other worlds, every high-dimensional life form like gods, and demons is equal to or even higher than the world itself in terms of essential status. Just like the world of pirates and aliens. In fact, many worlds are simply not qualified to give birth to high-dimensional life forms. Therefore, Lin Meng's breakthrough must be extremely difficult. It is far more difficult than the previous 1 to 3 turn, breaking through the world's limit. But Lin Meng had already been prepared. The source energy accumulated in the Dao Aquarius is used to break through the middle pass this time. Will this breakthrough of mine lead to thunder disaster? This idea suddenly came to Lin Meng's mind. Because he thought that in the world of immortality, the last step for a mortal to become an immortal is to overcome the thunder tribulation. But he is not in the world of cultivating immortals now. Lin Meng just deduced a little and realized that he would not suffer a disaster like the thunder tribulation of immortality. Fit. There is no thunder disaster of becoming an immortal, but there is a disaster of losing myself. Fortunately, I made some calculations before retreating. Otherwise, when we are in the critical period of breakthrough and suddenly lose ourselves, it will be difficult to deal with it. Lin Meng said happily in his heart. He could feel that just now his ability to predict fortune and misfortune was automatically triggered. This allowed him to get the information about the disaster of losing himself on a whim in advance. The ability to predict fortune and disaster is very reliable at critical moments. This ability is very important. Lin Meng kept this incident in his heart. He also took power to heart. Later, Lin Meng made some calculations and realized the disaster of losing himself for a moment, and then obtained the relevant information. The so-called calamity of losing oneself. In fact, it is after the essence of life suddenly undergoes a huge qualitative change. The original thinking personality has not yet reacted and is suddenly unable to adapt to the high-dimensional life form. At the same time, high-dimensional life forms can automatically perceive a large amount of disordered knowledge and information in high-dimensional space. In this case, the thinking personality that has not yet reacted and adapted has been impacted by high-dimensional information. As a result, there will be a loss of personality, and even the original thinking personality will be lost directly, and the person will become a high-dimensional monster wandering unconsciously in the high-dimensional space. In fact, whether it is cultivating immortals, cultivating gods, cultivating demons, etc. Any kind of cultivation system will lose self when it breaks through to the level of high-dimensional life forms. It's just some powerful worlds with perfect cultivation systems. Formed by the rules of heaven, embodied catastrophes like the thunder tribulation of immortality cover the catastrophe of losing oneself. Compared with the difficulty of surviving the calamity of losing oneself, the thunder calamity of becoming an immortal is much simpler. The calamity of losing me. Lin Meng whispered. After clearly understanding the situation of losing himself, his eyes flashed and he already had a coping strategy. With the thought, Lin Meng first upgraded the soul library in his mind. You perceive the soul library, combined with the information related to the laws of space, you have some insights, and you upgrade the space in the soul library into an infinite space. A soul library, a infinite space. The space in the soul library will be in an infinite state and can infinitely accommodate all information and knowledge. The soul library was originally condensed and tempered by Lin Meng's spiritual power. But as the soul library grows, nowadays, the soul library has become something similar to the door of truth. Even because of the special nature of the soul library, it is even more important than the gate of truth. After Lin Meng upgraded the soul library space to infinite space, he exhaled softly. Then he made a backup copy of all his memories and experiences from his previous life and his memories after being reborn in the world of pirates, and stored them in the soul library. And it is set up that when his thinking memory is missing, these memory experiences backed up in the soul library will be automatically infused to complete the function of covering the missing parts. After completing this, Lin Meng took a long breath. In this way, preparations for a breakthrough are complete. Lin Meng thought in his mind. At the same time, through the prediction of blessings and disasters, an active prediction was made about the future breakthrough to the fourth realm. Ziofu. It's also a blessing. It should be fine. Lin Meng felt relieved. Then, he sat cross-legged on the futon and slowly closed his eyes. The great Avenue Aquarius appeared, suspended above his head, and poured its original energy into Lin Meng's body. At the same time, Lin Meng gradually became mysterious with every breath he took. And at this moment, Lin Meng's law soul also left the soul library and sat cross-legged and suspended in the spiritual ocean of his brain. Laws are within the soul. The main core wisdom law, as well as the 9 laws and powers surrounding it, slowly come together. Form an aggregation of laws. Later, Lin Meng's body also gradually changed. The physical advantage of the innate Hunyuan body was revealed at this moment, and in just a moment, his body became hazy. Then the law soul and his body's innate Hunyuan body began to merge. If you have an ordinary physique, it may take more time to reach this step, or you may even fail to break through directly because your physique is not up to standard. This moment, Lin Meng's divine attributes began to write about the blending of the 2 attributes of essence and qi that have been blended together. The 3 essences, energy and spirit, will be completely merged into one at this moment. Regardless of each other, they become one whole. With the law of wisdom as the core, the aggregation of laws that gathers the power of 10 laws will become the fusion agent of the law soul, which is similar to the divine attribute, and the innate Hunyuan body of the body, which is represented by the 2 attributes of essence and energy. Few suck as Lin Meng breathed and breathed, his figure became blurry. The 3 harmonious essences, qi and shen, under the action of the law aggregate, quickly transformed a particle in Lin Meng's body into a state of integration of the 3 essences, qi and shen. With this particle, the complete integration of essence, energy and spirit is completed. Lin Meng's entire body contained hundreds of millions of particles, as if being stimulated, exploding exponentially, quickly completing the fusion of spirit, energy and spirit. Soon, all the particles in Chu Meng's body completed the integration of essence, energy and spirit. The aggregation of laws that was originally used as a fusion agent for the fusion of essence, energy and spirit has also been completely integrated into every particle in Lin Meng's body. At the same time, every particle that is integrated into the law aggregate begins to form a high-dimensional core. The high-dimensional core is both 1 and 10,000. In other words, the high-dimensional core exists in every particle of Lin Meng's body. It is like having billions of high-dimensional cores, but in fact there is only one high-dimensional core. If it is impossible to completely destroy all the billions of particles in Lin Meng's body, as long as one particle remains, the high-dimensional core is equivalent to not being destroyed. It only takes some time, and through this particle, Lin Meng will be able to come back intact again. Time passes slowly. Suddenly, Lin Meng, who was immersed in breakthrough cultivation, seemed to wake up from a dream. Breakthrough. Lin Meng had a clear understanding in his heart. He broke through to the 4th stage of the 9-turn immortality method and transformed into a high-dimensional life form. At the same time, the calamity of losing myself will also come. But Lin Meng is ready. Is this how high-dimensional life forms perceive the world? Although Lin Meng still had his eyes closed, but his perception can detect the situation in the surrounding high-dimensional space at this moment. The colorful white, the colorful black, and all kinds of weirdness exist in high-dimensional space. Countless messy and disordered information fills the high-dimensional space. This is even more bizarre and terrifying than Lin Meng's evil use of information radiation. Of course, there is also a large amount of useful knowledge and information in high-dimensional space. But Lin Meng doesn't have time to check out this useful knowledge and information now. At this moment, he is preparing to survive this disaster of losing himself. Lin Meng is trying hard to adapt to the state of the high-dimensional ecosystem after the breakthrough. And just when he got used to it, in a moment, due to the keen perception of high-dimensional space by high-dimensional life forms, a large amount of bizarre information in high-dimensional space came. This moment, the soul library appeared in Lin Meng's mind. The soul library of infinite space absorbs and accommodates all the high-dimensional space knowledge information that impacts Lin Meng's thinking and memory. At the same time too. 6. Whenever Lin Meng's thinking personality appears to be lacking due to these impacts, the memory information backed up in the soul library will be automatically instilled and overwritten. Help Lin Meng maintain the existence of his own thinking personality in this disaster of losing himself. At the same time, Lin Meng's own consciousness is also working hard to adapt to the state of high-dimensional life forms. However, this is also an opportunity. As long as you get through this disaster of losing yourself, then Lin Meng's thinking personality will be more firm and unique. It seemed like a long time passed. It seemed like just a moment passed. Lin Meng exhaled slowly and slowly opened his eyes. The disaster of losing me has been overcome. He felt very happy inside. Worked hard for so long. Now, he has finally broken through to the state of a high-dimensional life form like immortals, gods, and demons. From now on, he will no longer be restricted by his lifespan. As long as he doesn't seek death, his lifespan will be unlimited. Endless longevity is only the most basic ability of high-dimensional life forms. Now he has been able to achieve the point where the universe will be destroyed, but I will not be destroyed. As long as a particle of his body remains, no one can kill him. As for the power, Lin Meng estimated that it would be at least the level of a single universe. After feeling a little bit what it feels like to break through to a high-dimensional life form, Lin Meng recalled the useful knowledge and information he obtained from high-dimensional space during the calamity of self-loss. So he sensed the soul library and started checking it. Chapter 91. When I lose myself. A large amount of knowledge and information impacted by high-dimensional space, all are absorbed and accommodated into infinite space by Lin Meng's soul library. Much of this large amount of knowledge and information is messy, disorderly, and even dangerous and bizarre. Lin Meng can detect from these messy knowledge information if he looks carefully. Some of these weird and dangerous knowledge information are deliberately spread into high-dimensional space by other high-dimensional life forms. Of course, apart from this messy, useless, even weird, and dangerous knowledge and information, there is also a small amount of knowledge and information that has a certain value. Lin Meng's mind perceives the infinite space in the soul library. With a thought, he classified the large amount of knowledge and information from high-dimensional space contained in it. Eliminate clutter and useless knowledge and information. As for this dangerous and bizarre knowledge, Lin Meng thought for a moment. In a specially designated closed space within the infinite space of the soul library, these dangerous and bizarre knowledge and information can be temporarily sealed. If these dangerous and weird knowledge information is used properly, Lin Meng can use it as a means of attack through information radiation. In addition, those knowledge information that has certain value and is not harmful are screened out by Lin Meng alone. Check out the filtered information. Lin Meng learned about the ocean of nothingness and some basic information about the universe. There are also contents that he pays special attention to. For example, there is information about the division of levels of strength of high-dimensional life forms, the practice methods of high-dimensional life forms at different stages. This information should be spread in high-dimensional space by some powerful beings on the good side. Anyone who can break through to the existence of high-dimensional life forms will have the opportunity to obtain this knowledge and information that has certain value and is not dangerous. Of course, not all beings who have broken through to high-dimensional life forms can obtain it. Even, in fact, most of the people who have just broken through to the existence of high-dimensional life forms are unable to distinguish this useful knowledge and information. In the end, all this valuable knowledge and information can only be discarded as useless information. After all, not every existence that breaks through to high-dimensional life forms can be like Lin Meng. It has a soul library that can absorb and accommodate all high-dimensional space knowledge and information that impacts the thinking personality in the event of self-loss. And after overcoming the disaster of losing oneself, one can still return to the soul library to view these high-dimensional space knowledge and information. After condensing a high-dimensional core and becoming a high-dimensional life form, it is usually called the true fairyland. Of course, the true god or true demon realm can also be used. And the high-dimensional core is the immortal heart in the true immortal realm. Lin Meng whispered. Based on this information obtained, he named the realm of the fourth realm of the 9-turn immortality method the true immortal realm. Depending on the strength and amount of the laws that were comprehended before the breakthrough, after the breakthrough to the true immortal realm, the condensed immortal heart will also show different levels. The lowest is the 9th grade immortal heart, the most appreciative heart. The levels of immortal hearts from grade 9 to grade 7 are called lower 3rd grade immortal hearts. True immortals who have condensed lower 3rd grade immortal hearts are ordinary true immortals. The levels of immortal hearts from the 6th to 4th levels are called the immortal hearts of the middle and 3rd grades. True immortals who condense the immortal hearts of the middle and 3rd grades belong to the venerable level of the true immortal realm. As for the level of immortal heart above the 3rd level, it is called the upper 3rd level. Any true immortal whose immortal heart reaches the upper third level has reached the highest level of dominance in the true immortal realm. Even the lowest ninth grade immortal heart can gradually improve its level through the continuous cultivation and understanding of the true immortal himself. It's just that through practice, low-level immortals can only be raised to the level of third-level immortal hearts. And the second-grade immortal heart and the first-grade immortal heart can only be condensed when breaking through the true immortal realm. Lin Meng murmured as he looked at the information filtered out about the division of strength among the levels of high-dimensional life forms. After realizing this, Lin Meng immediately realized that the high-dimensional core condensed during his breakthrough was the fairy heart of the true fairyland. First-grade immortal heart. Lin Meng's eyes sparkled and an excited smile appeared on his face. With the law of wisdom as the core, it is supplemented by 9 powerful laws such as time, space, and swallowing. As a result, when Lin Meng broke through to the realm of the 4th level true immortal, the level of the immortal heart he condensed directly reached the level of the 1st level immortal heart. I didn't expect that as soon as I broke through to the true immortal realm, I would reach the level of dominance in the true immortal realm. Lin Meng whispered happily. He understands that all this is because he has completed the maximum accumulation of law power in the realm of law soul. Otherwise, after breaking through to the 4th turn true immortal realm, it is impossible to condense a first-grade immortal heart of the highest quality so easily. Lin Meng has an immortal heart. Even if he has just broken through to the realm of the 4th turn true immortal. But he is already truly the highest level of domination in the true fairyland. With just a little adaptation, Lin Meng will soon reach the peak of the true immortal realm. The true master of fairyland. Lin Meng whispered, sensing the Yupin immortal heart in his body. At the same time, from the filtered knowledge and information, he gradually understood the way to practice after the true immortal realm. After achieving the realm of true immortality, the main method of cultivation is to continuously improve the level of the immortal heart. Most people who have broken through to the existence of true immortals actually have a low level of condensed immortal heart. It is necessary to continuously practice to improve the level of the immortal heart, so as to practice in the true immortal realm and improve the strength. It's just that these true immortals, even if their luck is heaven-defying, can really continuously improve the level of their immortal heart, but in the end they can only stay at the level of the 3rd grade immortal heart. They are always weaker than those master-level true immortals who achieve 2nd level or even 1st level immortality as soon as they break through the true immortal realm. In fact, most of the true immortals whose immortal heart level is not high will find it difficult to improve their immortal heart cultivation to the highest level of the 3rd grade immortal heart until they die. Only the master realm true immortals with 3rd grade immortal heart and above can possibly break through the realm of true immortals and step into the realm of the immortal king. According to the filtered knowledge information from high-dimensional space, Lin Meng knew the name of the next realm of true immortal queen, immortal king realm, which could also be called God Lord, Demon King, etc. A powerful existence at the king level among high-dimensional life forms. And above the king realm, there is the emperor realm. True immortal, immortal king, immortal emperor. It will correspond to the 3 realms of the 4th, 5th, and 6th turns of the 9-turn immortality method created by Lin Meng. Above the realm of the 6th transformation God Emperor, one has achieved the Taoist fruit and truly begins to enter the realm of eternal transcendence. The probability of breaking through to the immortal king with a 3rd grade immortal heart is only 10%. For a 2nd grade immortal heart, the probability of breaking through to the immortal king reaches 50%. As for the 1st grade immortal heart, the probability of breaking through to the immortal king can reach 90%. Basically, as long as a true immortal who does not perish on the way and has condensed a 1st level immortal heart has enough time to accumulate, it is very possible to break through to the realm of the immortal king. Lin Meng's eyes flashed and his heart was excited. Because he has a 1st grade immortal heart, he has now obtained the ticket to the realm of the immortal king. After a while, Lin Meng suppressed the excitement in his heart and calmed down. I want to break through the immortal king. When you are in the realm of true immortals, you must not only have the immortal heart of the 3 districts. And based on the immortal heart, we need to expand multiple immortal hearts to integrate the immortal king's rules. Lin Meng thought in his mind. It is very simple for him to expand the multi-door immortal heart based on the 1st grade immortal heart. Because in the realm of Yuan Shen, the core of his law Yuan Shen Lord condenses the laws of wisdom, and later contains 9 powerful laws of power. Therefore, Lin Meng can use the 1st grade immortal heart and then expand it into 9 1st grade immortal hearts of the same grade. Based on the 10 1st grade immortal hearts, it is enough to integrate the powerful immortal king rules. Now as soon as I break through, I will reach the highest realm of domination of a true immortal. There is no need to practice like other true immortals to improve their level of immortal heart. You can directly start to expand more 1st grade immortal hearts and accumulate multi-door immortal hearts that can break through the realm of the immortal king. Lin Meng thought in his mind. The next goal of practice is to use the current 1st grade immortal heart as the basis to expand as many 1st grade immortal hearts as possible. After realizing this, Lin Meng exhaled and stood up from the futon. This time I broke through the seclusion in the 4th transformation true fairyland, which was considered a successful conclusion. As for expanding to more 1st grade immortal hearts in the future, he is not in a hurry yet. To practice, you need to be relaxed and relaxed. Lin Meng walked out of Daizhou Palace and checked the situation on Hongmeng Island. Everything was as usual. Afterwards, he called the girls on the island and held a banquet in the Song and Dance Palace. They tasted delicious food, listened to singing and dancing, and had a good time. 897 In the next month, Lin Meng has been lingering in the gentle countryside with various beauties of different styles. Relaxed physically and mentally comfortably. This day, Lin Meng finished listening to music and dancing, and after relaxing for a while, he returned to Daizhou Palace. Sitting cross-legged on the futon, the door of truth appeared in his hands. Now that Lin Meng has reached the realm of true immortals, he can fully control the gate of truth at the immortal level. At the same time, he also knew that the true level of the gate of truth was now a true immortal weapon at the true immortal level. Lin Meng swept his mind towards the carrying space on the door of truth. I checked it again and found that the virtual world Adao realm was as usual, with no abnormalities. The war in the pirate world has gradually subsided. In the end, the revolutionary army overthrew the Celestial Dragon's world government and joined forces with the naval headquarters to re-establish order in the pirate world. The world of pirates has ushered in a peaceful time. In the alien world, the most powerful Lao Tianxi has reached the limit of the 5th level island destroying level, and is now preparing to enter the secret realm of breakthrough and complete the breakthrough. Soon, the alien world will also usher in the era of powerful people in the Source Dan realm. At the same time, in the alien world, due to the spread of martial arts evolution, not only humans have become stronger, but various animals and plants have also gradually begun to show their prominence. The future is bound to be an era of great turmoil. It is even possible for a huge war to break out, such as one that affects the pirate world. The importance of the original energy is self-evident. Even the practice in the realm of true immortals has a supporting role. It seems that the catastrophe of the alien world will also be arranged. Lin Meng's eyes flashed and he murmured to himself. Looking at the alien world again, his eyes came to the world of the undead at the bottom, the Reincarnation Palace Army. Before retreating, he placed the 13 world information coordinates in the Samsara Palace. The information about some of these worlds has been explored by the reincarnations sent by the Reincarnation Palace. With a thought, Lin Meng looked at the world information that had been explored in the Palace of Reincarnation. Zombie world, no, this is a zombie campus type world. Lin Meng looked at the world information that had been discovered, narrowed his eyes, and murmured. Chapter 92. The zombie campus world is a normal zombie world. Except for zombies called dead bodies, there are no powerful supernatural powers in this world. Lin Meng had only had a general understanding of the zombie campus world before, but was not familiar with it. Now, with the reincarnations sent by the Reincarnation Palace to explore the zombie campus world, the relevant information of the world has been ascertained. Lin Meng has a general understanding of the zombie campus world. Just an ordinary zombie world. Of course, if that's all. So the zombie campus world cannot attract Lin Meng's attention at all. In Lin Meng understanding, this zombie campus world has been restarted many times when it was controlled by the evolutionary space. Because the zombie-type world is a very suitable real world for newcomers in the evolutionary space to have their first real combat experience. This has also led to the fact that the core origin of the world in the current zombie campus world has been greatly consumed and is already in an extremely shortfall. The entire world is on the verge of collapse. It can be restarted at most once, and the zombie campus world will be completely destroyed. Lin Meng made an estimate, however, since it can be restarted once, the zombie campus world cannot be wasted. The origin of the zombie campus world is almost exhausted due to repeated restarts. Faced with this situation, Lin Meng will definitely not spread martial arts and cultivate zombie campus worlds like the world of One Piece and the Inhuman world, two worlds with no loss of origin. In order to maximize profits, he plans to restart the zombie campus world. After all, a zombie campus world is still an urban world no matter how low its power level is. The entire world has a population no less than that of the alien world. What Lin Meng wants is to restart the last zombie campus class and complete the harvest of the dead souls in the world. Now he has broken through to the level of dominion in the true fairyland. For the future, break into the king realm and become an immortal king. Lin Meng has begun to prepare to condense more first-grade immortal hearts in preparation for integrating the rules of the immortal king. The soul fragments transformed from the souls of living beings, after being washed by the soul river, can breed special resources that can nourish and enhance the immortal heart, soul crystals. Compared to the original energy. Obviously, the soul crystal, which is specially used to warm and improve the immortal heart, is more effective in assisting Lin Meng in condensing more first-grade immortal heart. It turns out that a catastrophic war in the pirate world filled the world of the undead with millions of dead souls. There are a lot of them, and a lot of soul crystals can be produced through the soul river in the future. But the number of first-grade immortal hearts that Lin Meng wanted to condense reached 9. After all, the Law Soul realm has laid such a solid foundation for him, and he doesn't want to give up just like that. In the realm of Law Yuanshen, with 1 master and 9 assistants, 10 kinds of perfect law power, breaking through the true immortal realm in the most perfect state directly allowed him to condense the top first-grade immortal heart in the true immortal realm. Then, if in the true immortal realm, 10 first-level immortal hearts can be merged into the immortal king rules, once Lin Meng breaks through the immortal king, it is estimated that it will be similar to breaking through the true immortal realm, and he will be able to become a giant among the immortal kings. After realizing this, Lin Meng immediately decided in his heart that he must condense 9 first-level immortal hearts in the realm of true immortals. For this reason, his demand for the exclusive resource that can nourish and enhance the immortal heart, Soul Yuan Crystal, is much greater. In a normal world like pirates or Inhumans, Lin Meng would definitely do something that would not kill the goose that lays the egg. But now that the zombie campus world is running out of resources and on the verge of destruction, he doesn't care. Lin Meng thought, and the portal to all realms appeared. Then his figure flashed and passed through the portal of all realms, arriving in a zombie campus-like world. Apocalyptic wasteland. His eyes scanned the entire zombie campus world. Except for a few lucky people, the whole world is filled with dead zombies. These are a lot of soul fragments. From Lin Meng's high-dimensional perspective, he can see the soul fragments filling the entire world. I see. In a short period of time, a large number of creatures suddenly died in the world, and a large number of resentful souls were born in a short time. Even if these dead souls dissipate, they still leave a large number of soul fragments in the world. And these soul fragments can exist for a longer time under the power of the resentment of the original owner's deceased soul. So it hasn't dissipated yet. His eyes flickered, and he thought for a moment, then he understood clearly and murmured to himself. Then Lin Meng showed a look of joy on his face. For him, these soul fragments are the basic materials that can breed Yu Yuanjing through the soul river. Why he wants to restart the zombie campus world is not to complete the harvest of the souls of all living beings and squeeze out the last value before the zombie campus world is destroyed. The zombie campus world has not been restarted yet, but with such a harvest, Lin Meng smiled happily. With his current true fairyland power, he completely controlled this zombie campus world in just a moment. Later, Lin Meng directly introduced all the soul fragments that filled the zombie campus world into the soul river in the world of the undead. Suddenly, Soul River received a large number of soul fragments, and pieces of soul crystals began to be nurtured in Soul River. Lin Meng was filled with joy as he looked at the prototype of the soul crystal that was being nurtured in the Soul River. After a moment, he withdrew his gaze from Soul River and looked at the zombie campus world. It's time to restart this world. Previously, Lin Meng analyzed and understood the world restarting technique from the Lord God's space fragments. Just in time to use it now. Restart. Lin Meng said lightly while looking at the zombie campus world in a doomsday wasteland. Then his words fell. In an instant, the entire zombie campus world began to go backwards in time. Lin Meng chose to restart the world to a time point before the death crisis broke out. And with the restart of the zombie campus world, the world's origin, which has long been depleted, has completely bottomed out at this moment. The entire zombie campus world will gradually enter destruction after this restart. Unless someone helps fill the source of this world's shortcomings. That's almost it. When the dead body crisis breaks out again, this time the souls of the dead in the world will be introduced into the world of the dead. Lin Meng looked at the restarted zombie campus world and nodded. At the same time, he waved his hand gently, and the zombie campus world was like a shrunken marble, which he held in his hand and placed into the holding space of the door of truth. In this way, the souls of the dead creatures in the zombie campus world will participate in the cycle of life and death within the holding space of the door of truth, and thus automatically enter the world of the undead at the lowest level of the holding space. All living beings in this world are considered unlucky. It's a pity that some people just die like this. Forget it, give all living beings in the zombie campus world a glimmer of hope. Lin Meng looked at the restarted zombie campus world and had some thoughts in his mind. So, he casually created a pool for the reincarnation of all spirits and plunged into a zombie campus-like world. After completing these, Lin Meng disappeared from the zombie campus world. Returned to Hongmeng Island and Daezhou Palace. Lin Meng continued to check the information exploration status of the 13 known worlds by the Samsara Palace during this period. 48 a Resident Evil World. I am a legendary world. 100% zombie world a Euro world Z versus world a Euro. Among these 13 worlds, including the zombie campus world, there are actually 5 zombie-type worlds in the 13 world coordinates. Lin Meng was also speechless. He didn't expect that Wang Bing would like the zombie-type world so much in the evolutionary space that he obtained from the Lord God's space fragments. These zombie worlds have been restarted many times. Lin Meng looked at these zombie-type worlds and found that they had been restarted many times, and the origin of the world had been consumed to varying degrees. Forget it, merge all these zombie worlds together, and then we'll see what happens. Lin Meng doesn't plan to create a world except for these zombie types. With a thought in his mind, the vast power of the master level of the true fairyland was fully displayed. With a wave of his hand, he directly crossed the layers of space and held the 4 zombie-type worlds such as Resident Evil in his hand like marbles. Lin Meng repeated the operation in the zombie campus world and introduced these soul fragments in the zombie world into the soul river. Then used the world restart technique to restart these 4 zombie worlds to a point in time before the zombie crisis broke out. After completing these operations, Lin Meng looked at the zombie campus world and thought for a moment. An idea came to his mind to combine the 5 zombie world categories of Resident Evil, I Am Legend, World War Z, 100% Zombie, and Zombie Campus. With something in mind, Lin Meng took direct action and used the power of the true fairyland to integrate these 5 zombie-type worlds. You have observed the fusion process of multiple worlds, you have an epiphany, you have obtained a lot of information about the fusion of world rules, and you have understood the fusion of immortal hearts. Immortal heart fusion, Liao Hao, combination technique, it can more easily complete the fusion between immortal hearts. Immortal heart fusion technique. Lin Meng whispered. He didn't expect it, he just wanted to save trouble. So 5 zombie-type worlds were integrated. During the process of merging the world, he actually understood the art of fusion of the immortal heart. Immortal heart, that is, the high-dimensional core, is formed by the transformation of the law aggregate in the law soul. Therefore, to a certain extent, the immortal heart is an aggregation of rules transformed from the law of perfection. The fusion of immortal hearts is the fusion of regular aggregates. In every real world, there are rules of heaven and earth. To a certain extent, the rules of heaven and earth are also an aggregation of rules. The world is integrating, and the rules of heaven and earth are also integrating the people. It was during the process of observing the fusion of the laws of heaven and earth that Lin Meng realized the aversion to the fusion of the heart. With the immortal heart fusion technique, Lin Meng can directly fuse the expanded immortal heart in the future. In this way, the speed at which multi-sect first-grade immortal hearts can be fused to form the immortal king's rules will be greatly accelerated. Good. Lin Meng realized the immortal heart fusion technique. He looked at the 5 zombie worlds fused together and nodded with satisfaction. Put the merged zombie world into the gate of truth carrying space. Lin Meng's mind moved, and a trace of spiritual thought left in the reincarnation hall noticed that the reincarnation Whitebeard happened to return from the mutated world of Hokage. Chapter 93. Since Whitebeard, the reincarnation, can be brought back by the Samsara Palace. That means that Whitebeard has no backhand left by unknown beings from the mutated Hokage world. Unless, the unknown existence that caused the changes in the world of Hokage is an immortal king-level existence whose strength exceeds Lin Meng. Only in this way, Lin Meng might not be able to detect the backhand left behind. But is it possible? Lin Meng doesn't believe that a powerful person at the level of immortal king can be born just by relying on the mere world of Hokage. According to his estimation, the Aoite Satsuki who is close to a god or has reached the realm of a god among the Aoite Satsuki clan is used as the standard. The upper limit of the universe where the Hokage world is located can only support the birth of ordinary high-dimensional life forms at the true immortal level. To the extent that Lin Meng is now. He also gained a more complete understanding of the world. According to the upper limit of the power system that can be accommodated, the world is roughly divided into small thousand worlds, middle thousand worlds, big thousand worlds, top worlds, and supreme worlds. In addition, because some worlds are related to each other, they can be divided into single world, plane, planet, world domain, universe, and multi-world community, multiverse. In terms of power system, the single world is not necessarily weaker than the multi-world community. However, the upper limit of the power system that the multi-world community can accommodate must be strong, at least at the level of the world. Because only the vast world is qualified to give birth to high-dimensional life forms like true immortals. The Hokage world, if you only count the planet where the Hokage plot takes place,